to be a diplomatic mission anyway.
Yeah, I'm wearing my diplomacy shirt. It's the
What
World
is your
Eaters shirt.
diplomacy shirt? Just a question.
It's a 40k World Eaters shirt. If you know
Us
your
is not
name.
one that says we have
That
diplomatic
kind of
immunity.
Diplomacy at the end of a
So manage
sword.
extension.
Yes. Look for the extension beyond 20.
Hello, everyone. We are still doing technical difficulties.
Yay.
We have a bit of technical difficulties.
We do. Okay, I'm pressing
Yeah.
the button on my end now as well.
Yeah, we had to wait to have everything we wanted and have it all work in harmony. It'd be great.
Hey, almost everyone's got everything working.
Now what did I do?
Install the extension.
Don't see an option for that. So
Yeah.
discover more extensions.
Did you get the option of that one?
No. Could remove beyond 20.
Have you removed it yet?
Yes.
And
Okay,
you've
now you
added
need
it back?
to. Yeah, you need
Add it
to.
back.
You
Add it
need to
back.
add it back.
Have you added it back already without noticing you've added it back, or have you not properly
No, I
removed
don't
it?
see any options to add it
You'll
back.
need to Google search it.
Yeah, but just Google Beyond 20 and I imagine
Yeah.
just there'll be an install.
Right,
And tell you
is
how to
it
install it.
Is it still in your extensions now?
No, I just removed it.
Good. Well, go search on the extensions file to find it again and add it back in. I suppose we could start whilst Neil's doing that, and he'll let us know where he gets to.
We can do the intro at least, right?
Never. We will wait
Always.
patiently. All right, Alvina, what happened last time?
Hi, I am Avina. We finished off the boss fight.
Yeah.
With the four knights or 2 knights. Actually managed to beat him and then beat the crap out of the boss. Then
Boss barely had a
we
chance.
kidnapped the princess's box, and we are going to I'm assuming continue with our plan of release her when she's in the fireproof room. Also, we're getting a random encounter because it's going to be like a week.
Oh, yes.
That's correct.
We're going to try and keep the cell intact as well, because it's a handy thing if we do ever need to trap something.
Oh, we actually keep it in the cell. I thought we were going to strip it for parts. Fair enough.
No,
I
I
thought we were
think
going to
it's
keep her inside it as long as goddamn possible.
I feel it's a good thing for us to keep, because if we do actually need to keep someone hostage or trap someone,
Don't put it like that.
Avina. Lock Avina up.
well,
Have any
or keep
have any
Alvina's powers
involuntary
under control.
guests?
Yeah, let's not put it hostage. Let's,
Well, it's not really
also,
hostage
something
if
became
we need.
actually evil.
Yeah.
The hostage box. It's fine.
Is it a hostage if we don't make any demands? If we just keep
Exactly.
them?
Isn't that
Every
just
day.
worse?
We slipped closer and closer to the big bad guys.
Protective
Yeah.
custody. Let's put it in
Protect-
protective
That's
custody.
it.
And also, if,
Zormir, what happened last time?
started cutting chains and then backhanded the boss and the wall because I rolled a double nat 20.
20, yep. Okay, what happened last time?
Fuck you, stole a fancy new amulet.
For the entire session, it
Yeah.
lasted longer than the boss fight.
And maybe
But
slightly
it's
more
a
evil.
powerful
now.
amulet.
Yeah. Maybe slightly evil now.
Gwent Mossmile, what happened last time?
Actually attacked somebody and then ran away. So, but did the attacking part, so that
Did do
counts
the
as
attacking.
growth.
We're working on it.
Working on it, getting braver every day. Lugrim, what happened last time?
Blue Didn't inadvertently cast darkness on
Oh,
the
yeah.
point in Gwen.
Just ineffectually.
Cast it on the point, Gwent, and the thing that could see through magical darkness.
Yeah, it was in the middle, so
So tried to kill the point, Gwent, and give an unfair advantage to everybody else.
Nice, nice. Good cop, point cop. What happened last time?
Landed on the ship to try and help out. Immediately got accosted by the boss. Ran for my life, and then the boss got destroyed before I got another turn.
We were rolling hot last week. We're gonna roll terribly this
Yep.
week because of it.
Oh, it's the diplomacy section. That's not good.
Yep. It's fine. We'll just die to the random encounter before we get to diplomacy.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, before we get started, I do want to remind you that diplomacy works best if you actually offer them something they fucking want.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna wake her up first as the main one.
We've got
like that.
coal and freedom.
You can't just say pretty please and have it work.
Are you sure?
You can
Are
try
you out of
intimidating,
ship?
but they are gonna, go back on their deal as soon as you're no longer a threat.
So they're a demigod. Never been in-
Yeah. I'm Chris Mackenzie. I'll be your DM for today. Yes, you currently have the still incapacitated, trapped princess in a cage on your ship as you are speeding away. It is later that evening. You've put enough distance between you and the ship that you know they're not going to have any surprises up their sleeves where they could have chased you. You're pretty sure you've made a clean getaway. You are now all in the kitchen and discussing whether or not you should free the princess, who I'm assuming you've put with the dragons for now.
Yeah.
Commence.
The dragons have all had treats as well. So very good.
Oh, very good.
So, why
Yes.
were we rescuing her again?
Because
Because she needed rescuing and her dad asked me to.
and didn't we get rewarded for this in the first place? I believe
mean-
that diamond.
Didn't we steal the Firestar off of her?
Yes, but she doesn't
We were-
know that.
We were
But she-
kind of the reason that she got caught in the first place. So
Oh.
we felt kind of bad if we left her to it.
That's fine though.
Oh, that's fine.
She did what?
Counterpoint, leave her inside the box.
I mean, we could just.
Wake her
She
up.
might know we stole it.
She's
Mm.
apparently nice from what we heard.
I mean, do we want to stop by Iron Forge? Just drop her off?
I think we asked
No.
her what she wants to go, right?
Oh yeah, I'll go. She wants to go.
We wake her up and she might be able to figure out where she wants to go. Probably a good idea, not just drop her off randomly for some people.
I mean, we
Yes.
might need to just like throw her off the ship anyway. So why not do it here?
Bit harsh.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Like,
I
she's probably
assumed
gonna dob us
Bucky was
in.
going to say we landed. Yeah.
I mean, there's people below us we might like.
well, we're in the Aren't we in the Astral Sea at the minute?
Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah,
We're
so
in the
she could
void
just
between
yeah,
the-
so
I'll
she
try
could
and
just
roll you
float off. Yeah.
She'll float for a while and then land on some people we might like.
Because launching people in the Astral Sea has worked so well for us before.
Actually, it works really great for Alvina, but still.
Is the only king's still out there somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, we could use that.
Yeah, we didn't dump him in the Astral Sea. We teleported him into the Astral Sea.
Mm.
Oh, we could use that cage on him.
Would it work on him?
Probably.
Doesn't
It's
it
I,
work
mean,
on only,
I think
like-
it works on most things.
Oh, I thought
it's-
it only worked on really powerful things.
Well, it also might help if you ever go out of control. We can stick you in there.
Why?
I kind of wanted to keep it.
So
Well,
I think the super
if your
cage
fire
will
gets-
capture everything.
If your fire gets too hot and starts melting my ship, you're going in there for a turn.
Why?
Because I don't want the ship falling apart because of your damn bloody fire powers.
Okay, one thing. If the starship does start melting because of my fire powers, do you think he'll get to it through the entire ship before it melts?
That's quite true. You should
Hmm.
stay in it right from the beginning.
So, I need to use you to make a glyph so we can put her in there. Emergency glyph. If you start to reach a certain temperature, you will be teleported down into there.
I'm going to remove your
Um,
arms if you try to put that on.
try
me.
and do
Just as a
that.
heads up.
Okay, but I'd rather you not melt the ship that we're flying on.
Yeah, but I
As a
won't.
precaution.
No.
He is so thick sometimes. And stubborn.
Yes.
I
I
know.
don't want to be put into a box if I decide to actually help us. Or it might
I'm
I'm
not
come
going to
in
say
handy.
we're locking the box. You can have a handle on the inside to open it. It's just
Okay,
if you start burning.
Okay, Gwen, put it from this perspective. If I'm
Yes.
superheating to that temperature, we probably need it to deal with something worse than me that needs that kind of temperature. If I get teleported away, then you have to deal with it.
You know, I quite like the
think
idea
you'll find
of
I will be far, far away by that point.
of you putting a handle on the inside just for Alvina, and then you suddenly need to put an enemy in there, and you all forget about the handle,
Also that.
and then the bad guy just opens it. It's like, you guys know there's a handle in here, right?
It's just an unlocked door. Why did they do
Well,
this?
No, we've put on some kind of weird lock that only Alvina would do. Like, the handle looks weirdly delicious and she licks it. Nobody else would lick the door
It's a
handle.
donut.
It's okay. It's
No.
not for when you are fighting something. It's
No.
for when you're just here and
No.
lose control.
I haven't lost control yet, have I?
No, but
Then I'll
if
be
it
fine.
does, you don't. It's like talking to brick wall sometimes. I'm saying, if it becomes an issue,
Why would it?
I don't know.
Why am I
I
just
don't.
a thing in this world?
So it's probably a good idea to have an emergency teleport into the cage, just not necessarily for Alvina.
Yeah.
I mean, you say
Actually,
why
might
wouldn't
be a
it?
decent
But
idea on Lou. Might be a decent idea on Lou. I will actually give you that one.
like,
Uh,
didn't you try and eat primal fire? Surely that kind of
what do you mean
logic
try?
means
She
I
did.
succeeded.
yeah, which is insane to start with. So surely
is gonna help,
you might
right?
do worse things. Hence, emergency teleport.
But it'll work. And if I teleport away, then I won't be able to do it.
Can
I'm
you
not seeing the
guarantee
downside.
Can you guarantee if you start to lose control that you can regain control quick enough?
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
Insight check.
Same.
Telling the truth. Whether she's delusional or not is entirely up to you.
She has no clue.
She is absolutely 100% positive from my point of view. At least she's confident. Same if he's on me. Because she's not lying. She's
All right. Now that conversation. That was a good little conversation.
Anyway,
Kind of want to have Alvina lose control
I'm
at some
down
point
for
now.
it if you're up for it, Chris. I didn't even consider that as an option. I'm gonna be honest before this comes.
Maybe have it be a dream sequence. You're just burning up your bed from fighting things in your dream. But that's for a future thing. Yes,
Okay.
back to the original question. Are we freeing the princess or not?
Yes. How the
Let's-
hell do we?
Let's
How the hell
let's
do
see if
we
we
wake
can
her?
wake her up inside the cage for now.
I don't think we can. It's suppressing her too much.
Let's wake her up.
Yeah, the very thing that is keeping her unconscious is what's also keeping her effectively in the cage. To wake her up, you would be releasing her either way.
I have the assumption that the cage is basically keeping her unconscious, and the unconsciousness is what's stopping her breaking out. Because physically, I'm pretty sure she could actually just smash her way out if she was awake.
No, she doesn't need to. She's fire. She can fit through like any gap.
Gap.
She has no corporeal body. She's an elemental.
I was thinking it was like glass elevator, like ceiling.
No, that's what the force field was for.
Okay.
Mm.
Here, it's just a caged bar.
That makes sense.
It's just the silver arcanite around the actual bars is creating a suppression field.
Oh, okay. So, Zombie, how do we wake her up?
We make a. We break in and basically make it so it's got a door now or something.
Yeah, just make enough holes in the bars, I guess. Does that work?
If we
Right.
kind of disrupt it in a way that we can
And you
put
will
together,
have to
if
come
we
up-
get like a caliper, so poke it through, pull it open, not caliper. what's the word?
I mean, calipers like the flippers, right?
Pair of forceps
Pair of forceps?
in open.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
I'm
modify the cage to do so. Of course, it would help if she wasn't in the cage before you modify it, but you can easily break the seal on it, because it does need to be a complete seal in order to do the suppression, similar to how like salt lines and all that work. If you break it and there's a gap, it will allow the energy to kind of the pressure to leak out. A minor break will only allow them to have more influence, but a large enough break will effectively just render the whole thing pointless.
Cool.
And you have the Bothic Arcanite tools to do so, just with the 2 Artificers on board and the amount of capabilities you guys have. So you have the capability of just undoing the seal whenever you would like. It's just a question of when you would like to do so. Once you have done so, you can also modify the cage for later. You'll have like a week in Astral Sea to do so.
When she's in here, I think is the main one because we don't want to accidentally.
Yeah, the cage is in there already.
Yeah.
The cage is in with the dragons. In
Avina, you're
Firestar.
Avina, you're definitely coming. You need to keep.
I
your
can talk to
dragons
her,
un-
which is a good start.
You need to keep your dragons under control as well.
Also true.
Anyone else who can
I think
speak?
this Phoenix one.
I think Randy can speak to your dragons. The only other draconic speaker. Anyone
They don't
else?
listen- They don't listen to anyone.
Anyone else able to
Well, I think
Communicate.
I can.
communicate with, or at least give us abilities to communicate with her if she's only?
So to us, we got told that she apparently likes humans, right?
Oh, so she probably
She probably
common.
speaks common, but to calm her down because she's literally just waking up in a random place, she has no idea where we are. Speaking Indian's probably not the worst start, right?
Okay, at least have. Who's our most charismatic people
Like-
here?
Like,
Be fuck you and
Fuck you and Lou have higher
Lou.
charisma.
Yeah.
I know, but
I
I've
have
got-
+5
Yes.
for 20.
Yes, I'm the diplomatic one.
you're the diplomatic one, is where I'm mainly going.
Okay, well, you will be our leads on diplomacy with her then. If you
Okay.
can speak her language, all the better.
I can.
I don't. Avina, can
I
you
can.
translate?
I can translate for you.
Yeah,
Also, she
fuck-
probably
yeah.
speaks common, but it's just to start with,
Yeah.
right?
Fuck you, speak Signan as well.
Okay.
We get
Good.
it from Pyromancy. So, if
Uh,
anyone has Primordial, by the way, I believe Primordial exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to suggest this, but if we move them to the mess hall, I think the mess hall has Hallow on it, which everyone can speak the languages
It
because I
does,
cast it.
but I think to wake her up. If she wants to come with us to the mess hall, she can, but I think when we wake her up, she might panic. Right?
Also,
Did I ever give myself
let's
tongues?
make.
Yes, I've got tongues. I can just cast tongues on
Hey.
myself.
Okay. Also, let's make sure she doesn't run into our other guest.
Yeah, where is he, by the way? Again?
That's a great
He's
question.
up-
Oh, there he is.
He's up here.
Yeah, he's up.
Well, technically was up there before he got shrunk down and then started
Oh.
exploring.
Oh.
Where is he now?
Yeah. Should we go and check where he is before we wake
Yeah.
anyone up?
Yes.
Everyone give me a perception check and or investigation check of your choice as you search the ship for him.
Randy's.
Gwen's found him.
So, Gwen takes one step and feels something under his hoof, just like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, he's dead. Just
Gwen's
scraping
found
the
him
hoof
if
on the
he's
floor.
teleported out of this
Oh.
dimension.
If we do bug noids next week, I know what's going on there.
Gwen's found him in another dimension. He's teleported out of reality, and Gwen still found him.
Yeah, I got a 9.
You haven't found him. I think I got a 19. 19's pretty good. Quick off.
And Does
Right,
Randy see him?
What was Randy's? 23? No. Gwent, however, does eventually find him. He managed to get out of the locked room while small, and has been hiding inside the golem recharging pod.
Oh.
And just glances
Derby.
up as Gwent like opens it and finds him. And he's like, "Well, it was worth a chance."
What did
What do you
Gwent
think
roll?
we do with the pod?
Holy
I
shit.
can't hold it against him.
What was his stealth?
That's pretty good. Being a 23 is not actually that hard,
Yeah.
Who knows what his stealth is? I just went with whoever got the highest, found him. Plus, you know, he's in a pod. It's quite funny.
Yeah, he's in a
Who
sealed pod.
thinks to check in the pod?
It literally is like he's
Vic.
hiding in the plug, essentially.
The person
Hiding in
is the
So
best.
it's the
Oh,
golden
please,
golem's checking there.
I mean, just be glad he didn't try to Ant-Man and Thanos us.
Yes, you escort him back to his improvised cell in the conference room.
Come on.
I'm sure Kazak offers him some sandwiches.
I offer him.
Yes,
I've had
unfortunately, the laptop which has all of the token designs on it is not here right now, so I can't make him a token yet.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Well-
all right.
We were having lunch, and he gets what I would have made for him for lunch as well, because we were talking in the mess hall, and Alvina was cooking.
But you take good care of your prisoner. It's fine.
Yeah.
You managed to find him, and I believe we are going to free the princess. Move your mini wherever you'd like to if I've not placed it in an appropriate place. You're all down with the princess,
Yep.
or just like spying in early.
I imagine all the dragons are crowding around Alvina, but that's about it. He's like, literally, he's like, okay, kids, okay, can I introduce you?
Oh, that's fair.
Keep the heck. It's just
Gwen's
Alvina's
going to fly the ship away from this nonsense. Nope.
Imagine Gwen's literally as far away as he physically can get.
Yep, 2 floors away, baby.
You can keep an eye on the other prisoner.
Although interesting, 2 floors away, directly above them.
Heat rises, Gwen, remember this.
Yeah,
I'm just
but
saying,
I
if they
imagine
shoot
there's
all the
enough
way
of you
up-
in the room to kill it first.
I don't know. Take less than 6 seconds to shoot all the way up 2 floors if they roll high on their initiative.
Is
Well-
it what she's gonna cast Meteor Swarm immediately, which comes down from the sky?
No, if they're in the dragon room, my hand is on the pull to drop dragon room away.
That's broken.
Boom.
That is gonna
Yeah.
be broken. We haven't fixed it
That
yet.
gets fixed every time.
They got ripped open by Rosie.
Yeah, Rosie
It,
broke that.
it actually got broken. Like all the mechanisms are broken at the moment.
Why do you think? Why do you think
Just like a
Zormir's
bunch
over
of
here?
planks just planked up.
Yeah.
Why do you think Zormir's over here? He's ready to Gary rig it to go if it does.
Zomir's actually got the latch.
Just ready to like pull a pin and have the whole door fall out.
Yeah.
That's fair, that's fair, that's fair.
If
Well, in that
was-
case, I assume it's the point who's actually undoing the cage then, if the
Yep.
Zormir's over with the latch.
Arcanite forceps in.
Alright,
Oh, it just sounds bad.
you break it. Because I'm
I-
not going to give you a strength check to do it, it's fine.
Yes, I attempt to open it little by little.
Imagine
Well,
if you-
was-
if-
Was
Yeah,
that a
we-
strength check to be able to do it?
I was imagining.
No, no, that's fine, that works.
If
You have
I
plenty
said,
of time.
If you're required, Alvina will step in and help from brute force. It's like, okay, pull here.
As you do it slowly, you can feel kind of like this metaphysical like energy in the air being like it's almost like a pressurized air escaping, but you feel it as this, not physically, but almost like this extra energy filling your muscles. You can kind of feel the power in the room. You can just feel that ambience.
Mm. Okay.
Your hair
Um,
is being. Actually, no, your bald. Your beard is
Yes,
being.
my beard is
ruffled
just
in
from-
the wind.
my beard is back into anime mode, just from static.
Just from static. As this energy is released back, you can see that the princess is beginning to stir from her unconsciousness.
Alvina will be saying, "Easy, princess. Easy. It's okay. You're not in any danger."
Your Majesty, are you okay?
Her head begins to rise as you can see her eyes opening. Actually,
Lord, trying her
Where-
best to make sure she's calm as waking up. It's like, don't immediately start trying to kill anybody, please.
Randy's just hattering away
Yeah.
at your dragons. Draconic
Yeah.
as well.
So just slowly opening, trying to weaken the field enough that she's conscious, but not so much that she immediately goes mad.
Alright.
These dragons are gonna want it.
Oh, he's being nice. Just asking
Yeah,
them what they're
I
like.
know. That's why I think they're gonna trying to eat rat. Like, why are you talking about this?
what? In Ignan.
Yeah.
Where am I?
I cast tongues on myself for this.
You're on
Um,
our ship.
Yes. You got captured. We rescued you.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, you're doing all right. Yeah. You hungry?
I don't really remember. Who are you?
Well,
We're-
I'm the point. I don't think we actually met because
I'm
I was
Alvina.
in a different dimension when you met these guys.
I've seen you before. I believe. I'm trying to remember back to the actual session. I might have actually spoken to her.
Yes,
I think we briefly met at,
I wasn't in the
Igor.
session.
Yeah. I know that they definitely met a few of us. I don't remember which ones was they met, but I think Alvina was one of the ones she met.
Yeah.
I think it
don't
was mostly Zormir.
No, it was
No,
mostly.
I wasn't.
It was mostly Fade.
It was mostly Fade.
Ah.
Fade's the one that walked
Did-
around with her. I think she briefly met a few of us, the ones who were waiting around the market, which was I think me, you, Alvina, fuck you, and Lou. I think were the three that she might have met. I don't
Gwen
remember.
possibly as well.
Possibly Gwen. I don't remember.
Because
I
I
know
was
Zorme
definitely
was
not.
definitely underground. Zorme definitely.
Yeah.
I do not think I was anywhere near them.
No, you were.
And I was away
No,
for that session. So.
You two got prisoned. Gwen and Point got imprisoned at that point.
Alright.
Is that what we at that
Yeah,
point?
because you woke up in the prison the session you showed up. Remember?
Yes, and then we found
Yeah, you did that. you did
Mr.
that.
Popular. Who's? Did we send Mr. Popular to the farm?
He's on the farm.
Yeah, for the farm.
Okay.
Also, someone's
Yeah.
bike is dying, by the way.
Who's
Testing,
that?
testing. Is it me?
No, it's not you.
No.
1, 2, 1, 2.
It's fine. Okay, who else we got? It's
It's
Luke.
Try speaking again, Lou, or is it picking up background noise for you as well? Yeah.
Neil.
You may have stepped away for a bit.
He's good.
That's fair. Let's see. The Point and Alvina, give me persuasion checks, as you seem to be the two main talkers.
I am not trained in that yet.
We got pretty far along.
I'm at 3/4 done.
Let's see what you put in there.
Can I just do a help check with Point? Actually, thinking.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll allow it. Point can have
Let me-
bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll again.
I am providing
Well,
contextual.
fair. 25 is pretty high.
And a 24.
24.
Okay, okay. I see, and you rescued me from something. What did you rescue me from?
The forces of the Butcher.
I just nod. It's Celestials. The Celestial Empire.
Oh, I remember now. We had to take a small shuttlecraft because somebody stole my ship,
I know, who could
and
have
we
done
didn't
that?
really have defenses, and fortunately all my guards got killed. They were
I
good
just
guards.
realised something.
Oh, no.
It was us that killed all the guards.
No, I'm
Yep.
just
Yes.
realising there's something really obvious on Alvina that she definitely hasn't put away.
What? The hammer.
The hammer of her head guard.
Hey, look, that's the hammer of my head guard.
Oh.
Yeah, I fought him.
When did you
she
do
mean,
that?
She means she found it.
No, I'll be honest.
It was a gift, wasn't it?
No,
Okay.
it's not.
Soldiers would never
Ian.
gift their hammer. They prized that hammer.
Yeah,
Did I see any panic in
on Alvina's
points.
face.
And
None.
Point's face at the start? Some
Yeah,
of the
you'd see panic in my face fairly obviously.
What are you talking about?
I just look in your eyes and look at the hammer
Thing
and
in
hope you
common.
get the idea.
You've already seen it, so you can't exactly hide it.
Thing in common to see if she understands as
Yeah.
well.
What are you gonna say in common?
I just say, what are you talking about? Just in common to them.
Oh, to the princess, or
Well,
The
to
point.
to the
To
room
the
in
room.
general. Obviously, want to know what's going on, what's being spoken, seeing if she reacts to it.
Alvina would literally be going.
give me an insight check, Azormir.
Alright.
She doesn't like respond to you, but let's see if she at least seems to acknowledge the words.
Yeah, out of character. We know she speaks common.
I rolled a 2.
Do we have
She-
a way to communicate with the Firestar, by the way?
Uh,
We've
I'd
got
say maybe
sending stones.
delay rendezvous for now.
they would have been able to provide sending stones, so you have like a sending stone communicator with them, sure.
Also, I'm kind of behind her, so it's probably harder to tell.
Yeah, who knows? She doesn't like directly respond to you,
She
but that
is
might just be out of
fire.
politeness.
She's also fire. Yeah, Alvina will basically be going. I had a fight, a very good fight with him. I triumphed, and it's a reward. He was a really fine fighter.
How he would have wanted to go out.
Are you saying that in ignorant stuff?
Of course she is.
Yeah.
No, are you?
Whole conversation. Yes.
Okay.
Of course she is. Alvina's
Actually-
not switched from English. It sounds like she's on fire. I guess.
So because I cast tongues instead of actually speaking Ignorant, you can probably understand everything I say.
Yeah, you understand everything.
So, Alvina does put up a good fight.
What? Oh, are you talking?
Lose Mike is so fucked.
Princess, by any chance do you speak common?
Oh yeah. If you're okay speaking common, the rest can't really understand.
She will switch to common. Yes. I understand the common tongue.
Thank you.
Oh, that's good.
I apologize. We don't all speak ignorant. And
I'm using a spell to speak it right now.
I can speak.
Me too.
Wow, honestly, I wasn't expecting any of you to be able to speak ignorant. That's quite impressive.
Oh, thank you. We did. I ate a lot of primal fire to do it.
And you survived?
yes,
Yeah.
Oh, wow. My father must really like you.
He does actually. He's the one that said you were in danger. Actually.
Ah.
So he asked if we wouldn't mind.
Okay, well, since you didn't get burned to death, you must be my new guards.
Yeah, that's us. We're totally gods.
God.
Ow.
Yes.
Sorta. We're outside contract. It's like
21
Yeah.
deception.
a way to call it. Yeah, that was actually pretty low for you.
Yeah. That was a 6 on the dice.
So, if I may be so imposing as to ask, where are we going?
We don't know actually.
Yeah, currently we're just heading back to home. We were gonna ask where you wanted to be dropped off.
Yeah, if you want. You're welcome to stay with us, I guess, if you want, but
The ship isn't particularly fireproof.
Oh, that's fine. I don't burn things unless I want to.
Oh, okay.
Ah, that's
So
why we put you
weren't
in
sure
here with
with
the
you making
dragons. Yeah.
We wanted to make sure you wouldn't
Oh,
panic.
aren't they just adorable? Look at
They
the little
are.
dragons. You're raising dragons?
Yeah, I know. Alvino literally like
Mm.
proud parent, like go introduce these. They each by name.
Oh my goodness. What are you feeding them?
Alvino will go through a list, definitely including multiple people, probably a few the party doesn't even know about as well.
Oh, that's what happened
Jeff,
to...
Dave, Greg.
These ones, the rations that we got. From
Is
the
that who Steve is? Oh.
No,
Not
that's a different Steve. Other Steve is still kidnapped by the.
We've gone through this.
I-
You know Steve.
Yeah.
No. No.
Choose
Sure
really
remember.
not meet. Did you just bypass each other every time on the ship?
I'm sure you had dinner together.
Must have done.
They were sitting across
I'll-
the room, but he had a paper up in front of him all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah, they
But
both have
is the-
papers up. Every time one puts one down, the other one pulls it up.
What's the reverse
I
of a
remember a
meat shoot?
Steed, but no Steve.
That's no way to speak about Gwent.
Yeah,
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, Alvino's going forward.
This is so lively. You should probably get some cinder crystals to feed them. It'll really help them mature their fire breath when they get older.
Oh, thank you.
Does that also work with fire elementals?
Yeah, I suppose
Because
so, yes.
we've got sod off here.
We actually did
Oh, I didn't notice you behind me. Oh, aren't you all so adorable? You must be what? A couple months old now?
About that, yeah. He was the tiny little one. Lived in this key.
Oh yes, because you're a primal spirit, aren't you?
Is that different from elemental?
Technically, I don't want to get too much into it. Spirits tend to be more personified. They have a more direct personality related to what they're supposed to be guarding. It
Right,
looks like this
he-
one was just a baby spirit when they were tasked with their job.
Yeah, he was guarding a fireplace for some reason.
Was it forward?
No, it was a fireplace at the time.
Was it actually forward? I thought it was-
Yeah.
Well, he was guarding the key that was in the fireplace.
Ah, right.
Oh yeah.
The key to the box.
Yeah, he was guarding this key at the time. Now he just lives in it.
I also remember we have the box. We don't have what was in the box. Because
Yeah.
we gave that to Iron Cut, but we have the box.
Well, this is just your party seems to be absolutely drenched in fire alliances.
No, this room at least, anyway.
Yeah. Oh,
We have some
So much more
dragons.
than
We have a fire spirit. We have some people that can speak Ignan.
Well,
This is the most
technically,
fire aligned noids I've ever met.
We technically aren't aligned to anyone, really.
But you're doing jobs for my father, aren't you?
yeah. We're kind of outside.
We're doing a job for him.
We're freelancers.
Yeah, he
Yes.
asked me to. Well, yeah.
Freelancers.
Yeah.
It is unusual for noids to be voluntarily working for the three factions, although I suppose the primordials are the safest to work for.
So far, we've actually noticed that. Weirdly.
Yep.
Well,
Yes.
that's the difference between us. It's actually why we can't stand the other factions. The monarchy is all about freedom. Freedom to do what you want, to go where you want, even to eat who you want.
So what you're
You
saying
know?
is do what you want because a pirate is free.
Oh, exactly. You know, the monarchy is all about freedom. Whereas the Republic and the Empire are so rigid with their rules and their structures, and it's just not the elemental way.
I mean, all fuck you heard was become a pirate.
We already are pirate.
uh,
Yeah, it makes sense.
You know?
I suppose. But we're
It has
trying
been one
to.
of the best actual descriptions of why you don't like each other. It does make a lot of sense.
We are trying to remain as somewhat neutral as best we can. 'Cause
Open-minded would be the best.
And open-minded.
Neutral.
we want to hear the disgruntled actual reasons between each of the monarchies to see if we can actually find the people who might want to actually work and be on more common footing.
Well, what is it that you want?
Excellent question.
A
You
bit
still want to go
more-
home at this point?
I'm looking for someone, but then go home. Yeah.
I like to go both, honestly. If we could switch, it'd be nice.
Let's not talk about that right now.
Yeah.
Well, do you want freedom or do you want, structure?
We want a bit more safety for Noid kind.
Well, and how would you do this?
Like I said, finding the people who from each empire who are more willing to listen and not just devour.
Do you want to curb our
enslave.
freedom?
Well, not curb freedom, because it's.
Well, can
gaining
I eat whoever I want?
Hmm.
I mean, it doesn't stop me. That question just hangs in the air from Alvina. It's like, I
Yes,
do.
that does present a bit of a.
It's more just a whole try to make life a little bit better for anyone we can find.
The aim is freedom as long as it doesn't infringe on the freedom of other sentient beings.
Well,
I
that
mean-
doesn't sound like freedom.
I mean, would you allow someone to eat you?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, but I've told you this already, so man.
Oh,
Remember the agreement I had with my dad?
okay. So I now have a greater understanding how you mean of complete
Yeah, it's all
freedom.
fair.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's how nature should be.
Survival of the fittest. Alvina is
Exactly.
way too much of this person's point of view.
Question: if, say, in nature,
Mm-hmm.
the runt of the litter is protected by the stronger in the pack, is that
Mhm.
still freedom for those who want to eat the runt?
Yeah, they have the freedom to try, and the stronger ones have the freedom to intervene.
Interesting.
Good
Alvina
point,
is nodding
point.
along as this is completely normal.
Yeah, I don't have a point to argue at this point. So.
I'm understanding
Yeah, no,
exactly why
tracks.
Alvina got like.
They're elementals. What do you expect? Their
Yeah.
philosophy is nature.
I like that.
Oh.
Alvina really does. I'm understanding a lot more now why
So it's
Alvina had
it's
like
freedom
a
to try
90%
rather than freedom to-
affinity with fire.
So, you would be more amicable to protect people that you liked and not try and eat them if you. As well. If you felt they needed protecting.
Well, sure, but I'd have to take that upon myself.
Mhm.
Every individual has the right to choose what they want to do. Nobody can tell them what to do.
Hmm.
That wouldn't be freedom. Every elemental is free.
They do it because they want to.
Yeah, all of our armies are volunteer based. We don't believe in mandatory conscription.
Okay, that's quite impressive then, after seeing that then.
See? Told you they were nice.
Oh, I'm meaning the Iron Core work.
I mean, they were.
Oh, you've been to Iron Core? Yes, the Giants have a very deep-seated sense of community. They truly are a big family.
Question:
Yes.
how does slavery fit into this concept of freedom?
Well, what do you mean?
Iron Core
People-
definitely had slaves, and that was those are definitely not free people.
Well, of course they're free. They can leave whenever they want.
But then they'd be eaten.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's the point.
They did also leave. Remember?
Oh yeah, they did have the freedom to form a cult.
Yeah, and then left. So
Yeah, everyone has the freedom to choose what they want to do. And others have the freedom how to react to that.
mhm.
Just as nature intended.
This all makes
So
sense to me, guys.
So, another question.
Yes.
How do you feel about being captured?
What do you mean?
Well,
How did that make you feel?
the Celestials had the freedom to capture you.
Yeah.
And they obviously did.
And then you had the freedom to save me. It's beautiful.
Lou has broken his mind. Also, yes, Lou, your modifiers are working now. Hell yeah. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, I see
low.
that.
Also, your mic's better.
Yeah, I know.
I think I know what the problem was, by the way, with your mic. I think it was you downloading the new app to get it fixed. That's
I'm trying to.
I mean, it's worked. So.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
That's dramatic in effect.
Yeah. But yeah,
I got nothing.
I'll be just completely nodding along and agreeing with that. Which is, this just makes sense.
Okay. But what if we didn't come and save you? Would you still be okay with being captured when that was there? Who did it?
I mean, I don't feel bad about it. It just is.
Makes sense.
Okay. There's where the thing is. Noids have feelings. We're not quite as
Free-spirited.
free-spirited as yourself.
Hmm. That sounds like what the Republic and the Empire wants, then.
Well,
Not really.
We want freedom, but at the
Mhm.
same time, we do have feelings, and we, being eaten kind of hurts those feelings, and being forced to make
Alvina breaks composure completely with
made to work, even by people who are stronger than us, is not amicable to our feeling
Oh,
of
then-
freedom. As
Then
well.
you probably want to join the Republic.
Hmm.
Work
You've
is
got-
entirely optional there.
what's the alternative option?
We're trying to come to that alternative option.
As in,
What do you mean?
Work is optional. What happens if you don't work in the Republic?
Well, you just can't buy anything.
Ah, okay.
Presumably
Okay.
you'll starve to death.
don't work, don't.
And what
Yeah,
if-
but the point is that they're free to work however they like.
what
They're
hap-
still free, but they just won't be coddled by anyone.
And in
But also,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure violence isn't allowed there, or at least not physical violence. It's all about your mind, you see. Very big on intellectualism there.
But that's
Eh.
not much of a freedom.
what about also in your empire, are people forced to do work?
No.
So if they didn't work, you're saying that no one would hurt them or eat them or invite on their freedom to live?
Well, I'm sure there's probably some examples, but then they'd have the freedom to fight back.
Okay. I can see we're going to be in a circular loop with this logic
Yep.
for a while. So
Well, that's what I'm saying. In the monarchy, you are free to do whatever you want. It's survival of the strongest. In
Mhm.
the Republic, you are free within the confines of the rules set out there. You can't do any physical violence, but everything has to be consensual. And though it's normally survival of the smartest.
mhm.
In the Empire, it's all about order and structure, and that everybody has their place within the hierarchy. So long as you adhere to the rules of that society, I guess you're free to a small extent, but you have less choices to where you end up and what you do. It doesn't matter if you're smarter or stronger, you have to go through the proper channels there. Which I think is stifling, and I don't think,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
we do want that. But they're all different balances of freedom and structure. I guess the question though is what are you looking for? What system works best for you?
Somewhere in the middle of all of them, hopefully.
But a system that works for everyone ultimately works for no one. Why would anyone agree to this system?
got a
Hmm.
point.
Well, I suppose maybe the Noids need their own system. But a system that can allow them to work with.
And how would you stop it so that noise don't hurt other noids?
Oh, I believe we've already hurt each other enough to not need to hurt each other anymore. There are.
But what if
Very-
what if some noid does do that?
We have our own set of laws and punishments for these
Sweet.
things.
Yes, we have a force that protects the many on protect. What's the phrase? On behalf of the many. What's the police phrase?
I'm.
The needs of the many outweigh the greeds of the one or the few.
So that.
That's
I
that
used
elves?
Who who's served the public by helping those by stopping those who would harm them.
Right, and how is that different to what the Republic and the Empire do? How would you distribute resources? Who would have the many and who would have to do the work?
have.
How would you decide like if you needed to build something in a town, how do you decide who does the work?
People with the skills.
What if they don't want to?
And people with less skills.
Find someone else,
And
yeah.
people who.
Right, so would it be volunteer based?
Yes. I
mean,
mean,
some
people
people
usually with the skills usually volunteer the work.
Yeah.
I 100% imagine that there's steam coming off Alvina's head, and if she had pupils, she'd be cross-eyed.
I mean, a lot of people that actually do like woodwork stuff actually enjoy
Alvina,
doing it.
Alvina, once we get back to other things, you can get involved again. Stop thinking
Okay.
about it.
Okay.
Sorry. Explaining how governments and systems work to Alvina fries her brain a little.
Oh, I understand. But just to finish, it sounds like you're relying on there always being someone to volunteer.
There are people
Would the
who-
job just not get done if no one volunteers?
Well, we also have the fact that we do need to eat, so we do things to make sure and ensure that we are able to look after our needs anyway. Everyone.
Again.
Well, let's say there's 5 people and only enough food for 3. Who gets the food?
It'll be up
Who-
to them to decide who gets it.
Well, how many of you here is there? There's 5 of you? What if there's only enough to three of you? Who decides in this group?
We discuss it.
Who decides who eats in this game?
Would one of you volunteer? Would 2 of you volunteer to not eat?
I probably would, yeah.
Randy goes, I don't need to
You
eat.
can't. You have to eat.
Even if that means you'll die?
I won't die. I don't need to eat. I'm a robot.
Not you, the dwarf.
Yeah, I mean, if it was protecting those I care about or myself, I'd give myself every time.
Oh, that's quite remarkable. Elementals would never do that.
Do
And all Noids are like that?
No, some of
Not
us are.
all.
though.
Uh-oh.
Do
Oh.
elementals have a concept of empathy?
What do you mean?
Where Googling definition of empathy.
Definition of empathy, meaning.
Where you understand the feelings of others and care about those feelings.
It doesn't sound familiar.
I mean,
We understand that other elementals exist. Like a tree exists. Do you
But
consider the feelings of the
say,
tree?
kind of, yeah, we're noids, we
defi-
pack bombed at anything.
there's definitely
Alvina,
there's definitely some because
Alvina, come here.
Do you feel the feelings of the air?
Come here.
I should have
I was not aware the air was
been
sentient,
crowded
but
by the
I
dragons.
whisper.
Well, there's air spirits, so
I
yeah,
send
it
a
is.
message over. Explain how you feel about your hunger. See if she understands and empathizes with it.
Oh, so I feel hungry constantly and just need to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. Or it hurts. Is that what you meant? She says to Zombie.
Yes. It's like understanding how she feels about her hunger. Do you understand that feeling?
Oh, I understand what they're saying. I can't feel what they're feeling if that's what you're asking. Only they can.
Have you ever felt hungry yourself?
No. I felt low in energy.
I guess that'd be the same.
If, say, you knew Alvina was hungry, was starving,
Yes.
and you had food and you'd eaten enough, you weren't hungry yourself, would you give that food to Alvina?
Did they ask me for it?
No. Let's say in this example.
In this particular example, no, but I probably would.
Yes.
Oh, but
Well,
you've seen that she was
Why
hungry.
would? Well, how do I know they're hungry?
You just do know. You can tell.
I just do know. Interesting.
Like you'd know if someone else was low on energy.
Like you know that a tree exists, you just kind of know that this person's hungry.
Oh. Can Noids do this?
Yeah, sometimes.
Can
it-
they know how another is feeling?
Yeah.
It's not 100%, but often, yeah.
You get a rough guess.
I am slightly better at it because I've studied to
Yes.
Literally, just everyone breaks.
studied to understand, but I'm still learning. I understand the fundamentals of how other people feel, but things like love are definitely far from my mind.
Yeah.
But we can also tell by body language, actual how they look. I mean, if a fire elemental is low on energy, do they physically change? Is the color different?
Oh, we get much smaller, yes.
So that would be the way that you'd tell if. And seeing that.
You get smaller when you're hungry?
No, we don't.
No, we sort of actually. You get skinnier.
Skinnier, droopier.
Like
Lower
a
energy.
withering
Weaker.
plant.
Yes.
Yes.
I see.
It's seeing those
That
changes.
explains so many.
It's seeing those.
I always wondered why my pet stopped working.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Now,
I kept
no,
giving
yes.
them water and soil, but nothing happened.
Yeah, they need. You can't. Humanoid
food.
can't. I don't think. Can any humanoids eat dirt other than me? Before anyone says it, I know you were thinking it.
Hey, right here.
Okay, they're like a plant.
Yeah,
It's
well,
not
I'm a druid.
100%.
They need different things.
I don't really need to eat though.
That's an exception. You're weird.
I like it. I'm weird. Alright, matey, she's insulting ye.
Captain,
You're just
good.
different.
Captain, you're good. I mean, it's insulting different personalities and complimenting other ones. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Let's
But
go to your pets. Why do you keep them?
What do you mean? Why wouldn't I? They're
Well,
fascinating.
And when a pet does stop working, how do you feel?
That I need a new pet.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, we have.
No, that's a good start. Because you need
Mhm.
new pets, you want a new one.
That is called an emotion, wanting something.
Exactly.
Well,
think
yes,
she
I have
understands.
emotions.
Yeah, I think she doesn't understand that other people have emotions and you should care about them.
Yeah.
No offense to put it bluntly, Your Majesty.
No, that's
No,
okay.
Noids have a
A lot.
understanding of each other's having emotions and what they can do to either improve that or yes, some of them try to not improve that and well it's an unfortunate part of society.
When I got explained it in a book I read,
Yes, you do the explaining. You
it was basically because you're a group, you want your group to be better. Because if you're better, then everything's better. So you help out each other out because that makes everyone better.
Mm.
I literally just explained community in the dumbest way possible, but that's what she's trying to get across. That's what Alvina's trying to get across.
Zormir, like, Sir Mouse, thank you.
I got you.
Brent, this week we're just really diving into the psychology of the elementals.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm down.
So
I'm,
that's sort of how we work.
yeah.
Let's see.
Also, I'm gonna be honest, thinking is making me really hungry. Do you all want to go to food place? The vessel. I can cook us something.
Yes.
Do you like to eat anything, Princess?
Oh, I like the air.
Okay.
Well,
Mm.
don't eat all of it. Some of us need that too.
Oh. I suppose that's fair. I'll try and keep my consumption to a minimal. At least until we're somewhere bigger. I want to say we're on a small ship.
Yeah, we're already.
Yeah.
This room is very small.
Yeah, this is where the dragons live because it's the only really fireproof bit, and they're learning. They're very
In
good.
this such a cramped space? That's
I
sad.
I take them out every so often when they can, when I get the opportunity. But these lot don't want me to.
I'm not saying you can't take them out. I'm saying that it's probably not a good idea to take them out in the town.
What if they want to stretch their wings?
Oh, that's what those claw marks on the wall over there were. She got out, didn't you, Rose? They scratch it behind her.
It's it's more we don't want to frighten the Noids by having dragons flying around.
Why would dragons frighten the Noids? Wait, are you all frightened by dragons?
I mean, I'm not.
No, we're
Not
not.
these ones. Well,
But some
I'm
Noids
aware.
are?
Yes,
Some Noids
because
yes,
like you say, they eat if
Yeah,
they're hungry.
Most people aren't really okay with being eaten.
But so do Noids.
Are you eating dragon?
I mean, yeah, I mean, Noids are hypocritical like that.
I don't
Also-
think I've ever eaten dragon.
I haven't eaten dragon.
I feel like we definitely had a stake of the one we killed.
No, actually, Alvina would have definitely gone to monster ration.
Okay.
Alvina.
And who the bloody hell
Alvina's
fed me
weirdly not
dragon?
okay with eating dragon. That's like the one thing.
Yeah, fair.
That's borderline cannibalism.
No,
Dormir's
it is
diet's more.
cannibalism because she fed it to the dragons.
Dormir's
Will
diet
you-
is probably more a vegan-like diet, or closer
you're
to
a cow.
vegan.
Wait,
Yeah.
you eat plants?
Renee.
Well, how's that different?
Well, they
Eating
get
dragon?
I imagine the plants would be scared of us if we, for
Oh,
us
they-
eating them.
Oh, I
Well,
know.
they
what.
often are.
Randy. A
They-
plant's scared
they
of
can't get
people
away.
when Randy would be the only one who could answer. Are plants scared when we try to eat them?
So, Mayor Randy's not a plant.
No, but he can probably speak to them. He's a druid.
True. Randy is a fungus. That's different.
Chris, you can answer that one as Randy,
Our
because I have no
second-
opinion either way.
Are plants scared of people? Because they eat.
People
Yes.
try and eat them.
Oh, fuck.
That makes sense.
You know, in a world where speak of plant exists and plants clearly have communicative abilities.
Mm.
Yes.
Scream. Plants can scream. Confirmed. Official Alterra law.
Notice, but we do end up feeding plants back because they do feed on dead bodies or excrement when we.
Well, so do dragons.
Yeah. I've never got the fear of dragons thing,
It's the
personally.
it's the act of killing us rather than consuming us once we're dead.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
I feel like that's what
Oh.
it's in a way that's gonna get the point across.
But don't you kill the plant?
Not always. Sometimes the plant dies on its own.
I feel like most of the time you kill the plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does have a.
Randy, do fruit. Are fruit scared? Because it's the bit. It's not the full plant. Are fruit
Don't be silly. Fruit isn't sentient.
cool? Okay.
Well,
Was curious.
actually, the mushrooms that Randy would actually see, they're actually the fruit rather than the actual marketing.
Yeah, but they're not a
That's
plant.
what you think.
They're also not a plant. They're a fungus. It's different.
Yeah,
Fungus is an entirely different thing.
Entirely
But-
different thing.
but the mushroom is still a technical fruit.
It's the fruiting body. Right?
Yeah.
But it's the actual.
Maybe in your earth culture.
Yeah. I think he
Each
also.
mushroom has its own independent brain in Alterra.
I also think he feels that he shouldn't really tell them what the fruit actually is. Because some fruit are actually the seeds and their
Yep.
way of.
Yep, I'm very
Reproducing.
aware of that. That's why Alvina asked it.
Hey, will you show me the rest of your ship?
Sure.
I want to see how
Yeah.
Noids travel. It's very wood-based. How many trees did you murder for this?
Ask Zorme, he's the one that
Yep.
built it.
I'm
Zormir,
not
was
thinking
it?
about this. I'm not. You. giving
You
me
must
a
have killed
com-
whole families for a ship made of this much wood.
I'm starting to get a bloody complex. Enough. I need to forget
I mean,
about this.
I would say
Hell
most of the
yes.
forest.
Oh god,
We
I've
find
realised-
that very this is why we like to travel in rock ships, because it's much more ethical.
That makes
Ran-
sense.
Oh, yeah.
Randy,
Yeah,
why
but
did
then
you
you're
have
hurting
to
the
be-
rocks.
Why did I have to?
Rocks don't have sentience.
I was about
Why
to
did I
ask
have
that.
to
Are
have a
rocks
druid
sentient?
for a bot?
I mean, I would say giants would disagree on that, but
Giants aren't made of rocks.
Giants are people.
Some are.
Giants-
Come on.
Hey,
Have you never
that's
heard of
golems.
rock giants?
Yeah,
I
I've
don't
seen
think
a stone
rock giants
giant.
are made of rock.
I've seen
Rock
stone
giants aren't
They're-
made of
They're
rocks.
not made of rock in the slightest.
And why are they called rock giants?
Because they're grey.
They live
And they live among
in
the
caves.
rocks.
They live in near rocks. I'm a wood elf. Do you look made of wood?
I
to
don't
be honest,
know.
I have always
mean-
wondered that.
I don't know. I've never tried to tap you. See if you
Alvina knocks
sound.
on her head. It echoes.
She just slips out of the cage. So what's through this door?
Which one?
Alright.
is she
Alvina
at?
Alvina will literally give her a guided tour
Just the north
of
of the
any room
storage
that
area.
Alvina is not stopped from letting her into. Someone please
Yeah,
stop
I-
her going into the prisoner room.
I imagine I've been
Oh,
holding the
shit.
forceps this whole time.
Oh my good, there's more people here.
Ah,
It's
Alvin rolled the
sending to
wind
Gwent. If you see the Fire Princess coming towards Ace, get him out of there.
Is it an owl bear?
Yeah. That's,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's Angel. She likes me.
she does.
I'll go give Angel some cuddles. Have we reverted size yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was barely after an hour. It was
Why?
barely after-
Why else would
It's
Randy
why-
be there?
It's why
True,
Rosie
Randy's
isn't
here.
the size of the room anymore.
Okay. I give Angel some cuddles.
What's in this store?
I
That-
actually don't know.
That's Karzak and Tarragon's room.
Ah. Alvina
Actually, I
will
think it's
have-
Lucas's room.
Oh, is that Lucas?
Yeah. They're Karzag and Tarragon are next to Abby.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Alvina,
So that way
will,
they can be
I
together.
left it unmarked on my map, so.
Alvina will happily give guided tour, which is going to go terribly in Alvina's room because there's a tiny spy in there.
And this is
What's in this room?
Terrible and fuck you's room.
That's Lou.
That's Lou's room.
Why is there so much damage in it?
Lou has night terrors? That's what you said before, right?
Is Lou this robot?
Yeah. Well, sort of. They're in a box at the moment, but this is what they're walking around.
He wasn't always a robot.
Yeah.
Interesting.
My
Whose room
physical
is
body
this?
is in another dimension in a box.
oh
My
shit.
consciousness
That's
is
fuck you.
in
That's
this
fuck you's room.
body.
Yeah. So
Why is there a
you.
giant unconstructed mansion in here?
yeah, I was gonna say when they open the door, it's just a void.
That was fuck you's room. Did we break it?
Ah! What's in
the
this room?
That's my room.
Oh, this is lovely. Can this be my room?
I mean, I need to sleep in there too, but I guess I don't mind sharing.
Bunk
Oh,
beds.
look. There's a tiny little shambling mound in here.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, you reek of divinity. That's gross. You should get them seen to. That's infectious.
And this is my room.
I mean, it actually goes white. That's
Uh,
it.
Since I got kicked out of the medical room.
Oh, you have so many mushrooms. Do you know the Republic can use these to infiltrate your dreams?
Everyone looks at Lou.
Alvina really would look at Lou
Don't
right
look
now.
at me.
Yeah, they don't even look password protected.
Yeah.
Should probably put some security on this.
We need
I
to
need
find that kobold and
Yeah,
make
where
them
does
pay.
that kobold go?
I need password protection on my
Oh
brain.
no, wait, they went to get milk. That was
Oh yeah.
They
I
died
need
getting milk.
Hey guys, why do I need password protection on my brain?
Yeah, probably.
I-
What's in
I-
this room?
This is the medical bay.
This is where we go to heal ourselves when we get
It
damaged.
used to be my room.
You
as
don't
well.
just eat more fire?
I mean,
No.
I've not tried that.
Also, we're not made of fire, so
no,
eating
no,
fire
I might
won't.
be honest. I haven't tried it yet. That might work.
I have no idea.
Do you want to try Alvina now?
Don't tell her that.
No. No eating fire right now.
Alvina would have just stab her arm and then conjure a fireball
Oh.
and eat it. What happened?
This
Very
This is
important
always-
balance questions for
It
Chris.
did nothing, I'm assuming, right?
this is also a medical
Yeah.
officer's room.
Hey, that's Gwent's room.
Which is
Gwen's
locked.
room.
I
It doesn't
pull
matter for
hard
her.
on the door and just bend the lock
That doesn't matter
Why?
for the
because she wanted to look around. Don't worry, we'll fix it later.
Care? Why?
There's so many
Also, it's
boxes
some-
in here.
Also, it's the principle of the thing, I'm pretty sure, because it would be very funny if Gwen like put a bunch of locks in the door and to stop Alvina getting in, and Alvina walks up
Oh
to the
God,
door
she's
and
gone.
bends the lock.
Ah,
Where's she gone?
What's over here?
Oh, that's where our golems get power.
Ooh, there's fireworks in here.
Maybe
please
stay
don't
away
touch
from
those. We're saving those.
We're
What?
saving-
She reaches for the firework.
Yeah, you can control burning things. Please don't burn them. They'll damage the ship, and then we'll crash and we'll be stuck.
We're saving them for a special occasion.
Hey, what's this little rope thingy for at the end of it?
no.
That's, when
That's
you,
the bit that you.
that-
That's the bit that you
lights
would
on
burn,
fire
but you
and
shouldn't burn.
explodes.
Wait, it's supposed to burn? She lights it on
No.
fire.
Ah,
Oh, it seems to be getting shorter.
Oh God.
Alvina calmly just puts it out. Yeah, that's the
Okay.
part that makes it go off.
And the Alvina moves on.
Yep.
Like a hyperactive kid in a
Like that.
candy store.
Ah.
Yeah. I got
What's
you
through
guys.
here?
Oh, I'm getting in there
My
ahead of
room.
time.
Hey, that's the lab. I think Drax is in there at the moment.
Yeah.
What's a Drax?
No.
Hey, Drax.
Too late. Drax got visitors.
Oh,
How is this interaction going to go? I'm really curious.
You appear to have an aboleth on board.
Yeah, he's Drax. He's a weird one. He's really nice actually.
He's
Once you get to know him.
a colleague.
I
He's
thought you were allied with the Primordials.
Oh, he said we're freelance.
We're freelance. We're allied
Also,
with.
Drax, I don't think he's
people.
allied with the what are they called? I was going to say Inquisition, but that's not the right word.
Republic.
Republic.
Ethereal
No,
Republic.
I'm from the Republic.
Yeah, but are you allied with them? I thought you would just have to like knowledge.
I mean,
You're
I
studying.
mean,
I'm not a
understanding
government
stuff.
member, if that's what you're asking.
He's fine.
He's
Yes.
just a civil servant.
I'm an independent researcher. It's not his voice at all. Still not
That's
such
the
a joke.
voice he's putting on when he's worried he'll be incinerated by the Princess of Fire.
That's his professional voice.
I've never talked to an aboleth before. Interesting.
Oh, well,
And
Drax, Princess,
is this-
Princess Drax.
Is this what you do? Do you just go around meeting new people from across like the spectrum?
Pretty
Yes.
much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's interesting.
Alvina likes to take
That's-
pets.
That's what. Hey, Drax is not.
What do
a
you do
pet
when they
person.
try to kill you?
Drax has not tried to kill us.
He hasn't tried to kill us, but I guess if they tried to kill us, we'll kill them back first.
Just like
avoid
how the
that, yeah.
elementals do it.
Yeah.
See, I think you guys are more elemental than you realize. What's for here?
My room.
Is that
What's in your room?
Zora, why have you got
Very
no
little.
decorations in your room?
Why is it so barren in here? All the other rooms had stuff.
It's so depressing.
It's so
It's the most
I'm-
depressing
I-
part of
I'll-
the ship.
Alvina literally would say, "This is depressing, Zombie. We need to get you a poster at least."
You
It's
don't
just
need
sad.
posters. I'm in the lab most of the time.
Yeah.
You're not good.
Certificates then. Your degrees.
Fine, I'll get a couch so you can.
Gwen, you're up.
Fine, I'll get a couch so we can actually have therapy sessions in there.
Yeah, Gwen, you are up, by the way. What are you doing?
I'm-
You've been sent the message. If you see a prince,
Yeah,
and
the
you
Grant
can
hasn't seen a princess.
get him out of there.
Yeah, I'm in a different part of the ship.
You're right next to him. You're like 100. You're like 10 yards away.
Technically, they're
I'm
above
dead.
them.
Yeah.
Remember, this
they're-
segment
they
of the
have to
ship
go
is,
down
is
here.
indoors.
Yeah, it's true
Yeah.
up that way.
They
that
have to
way.
go for here,
Well, we'll
basically.
try. To be
in
fair,
fact-
Zombie, you also know that he's in there.
In that case, I'm running in there and I'm casting banishment on him.
This is for your own good. Banished.
Like, trust me, banish.
Wait. Let's see how our protagonist fares with this. Okay.
Yep, he failed.
Incoming danger.
What's in here? Hello?
What the fuck are you?
Hey, that's Gwen. He's the guy that lives in the medical bay downstairs.
Oh, Alvina broke your door.
Hmm
Son of a wood.
It wasn't locked.
Hello,
was
I'm
locked.
Im.
No, it wasn't locked.
I'm
Alvina-
Princess of the Fire.
Hey, I'm here. Don't worry about me.
Gwen's
I'm just
fantastic.
moving away.
He's back away slowly. Gwen's fantastic.
Just a bit shy.
Yeah.
What's over here? Oh, we're outside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Where's everyone else?
that's my
Start
crow's
sending
nest
messages
there.
to everyone else
Yeah,
to
Alvina is
find out where
literally
the
just
fuck
giving
they are.
full-on guide.
But
to
I
talk.
barricaded myself into my room, and she just never tried to go in.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm just gonna stay down here for now.
Yeah. You are hiding.
So is this the extent of your ship?
Pretty much. We got a couple rooms
Yes.
in front as well, but that's where the storage is.
It's
What
like the
about it?
size of my room.
Well, we make
It's so
do.
quaint.
We make do.
Sorry that I wasn't able to build a big enough ship to be more impressive.
I mean, did you really need it all to be made out of wood? Why didn't you just mine out an asteroid? Or use like a
don't-
giant space crab shell?
I don't have the
Ooh.
Arcanite to power that.
We
Zomek,
didn't
can
have
we
them to
do
hand.
that? Zomek, can we do that?
I don't have enough Arcanite to power a meteor.
No, the crab thing.
The
Crab?
giant space crab?
Yeah.
What propels a giant space crab when you hollow it out?
What do you mean?
Whatever we power it with, I assume.
I use void engines to power this along and move
Oh.
through that
You
astral
don't just
sea.
you don't just ask the elements to move.
So,
Huh.
We're not
That's
elementals. They
inefficient.
don't listen to us.
I mean, some of them do. To me.
yes, but you're learning how to do
I
that.
am learning. That is new.
Well,
I-
in my old ship, we had a Firestar propel us.
Yeah, I've met him. He's nice.
You've met them? When did you meet them?
Alvina,
What?
sure.
Albina absolutely is. I was waiting for the questions. Nobody's.
Oh, we had a look around when they were docked at Ironcore.
Okay, I believe you.
Also, I want to point out there are she absolutely saw a bunch of Alvina's pets that are from her island
Insight.
at various points of the ship. Because they
Doesn't
just
remember
live
that, to be
around.
fair. Probably assumes everyone has these pets. Rolled
I
a
think
3
there's-
on that insight check.
I think there's literally a fox around Alvina's shoulders because there usually is.
So where are we going again?
Oh yeah, that was the point. Where did you want to?
I always wanted to visit the Republic.
I'm looking at Zome.
Can we go there?
I'm not entirely sure if it's safe to visit the Republic yet. Yeah.
Alright, but if they try to attack us, you'll just kill them, right? That's the elemental way.
Yeah,
Well, we'll
might
try.
lose, but we will
but-
fight him.
I
We
think
are
I
a
should-
small ship.
We will
And
fight
you are made of
back.
wood, which isn't exactly that sturdy.
I think there's some metal like underneath, right, Zome?
Wait. She's asking which one's she asking us to go visit again?
The Republic.
Psionics, yeah.
Or-
Yeah, the Republic is the hyper-capitalist, intellectual, aberration-based society.
The one where we would probably do well, but not the rest
You
of the
think,
party.
but
Alvina would do terribly.
you try playing strategy games against Mind Flayers and the Elder
Yeah.
Brains.
Mhm.
I forgot Chris can just cheat.
It's not cheating, it's called randomized dice. It's why the Beholder rolls a random ray. Because you don't know it's vast intellectual strategy. And
Like
neither
20
does the DM.
Playing 20D chess.
I don't think we have any great communication with them or a way to introduce ourselves without being shot out of the sky so easily.
Well, you should probably get a better ship then, if that's a worry.
Well,
We don't really have to
we're
worry about an
working on it.
asteroid getting shot out of the sky.
Hmm.
Alvina,
Ideas are-
no.
What?
I-
Why not?
Oh, why don't
We
you
can
guys help
discuss
me
later.
find my old ship?
Hmm?
If you help me find my old ship, we could use that to go to Republic.
What a coincidence.
how did
You guys
do
found
that?
me, right?
Describe your old ship.
Oh, well,
Arena-
it's a giant asteroid powered by a Firestar. I made sure to have this beautiful ecology. I brought some trees from my homeland, all kinds of fire creatures.
That is-
Oh, is that the one we saw got blown up? Hint,
They're
hint.
going there at the moment. Point.
I literally messaged them to say don't rendezvous with us while we've got her aboard.
This is gonna be a while because I think she might be coming with. I'm okay
Hypothetically, if we did acquire that particular vessel,
Yeah, we
would
got
you
it.
be okay with going to it?
And
Realizing what Alvina just said.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
we got it. We know where
Fuck's
it is.
sake, Alvina!
Why?
Yep, yes, we
You
saw
know
it
where
get
it is?
blown up.
Do we?
Uh,
Do we?
No, we don't know where it
One
is.
moment. One moment.
We don't. We know where it's going. We don't know where it currently is.
No, no idea.
If
we
the
know exactly
we-
where it is.
if we were to
didn't
acquire
say
the
get blown
vessel
up.
and be able to dock with it safely, would you be okay with being on it
My old
And not,
ship?
and not in control of it.
and
Why
not
wouldn't I be in control?
Uh,
Well, you can't control a ship. The ship goes where it wants to go. You can just ask it nicely.
That's actually what we've been doing.
And you wouldn't kill anyone who's currently on it.
Well, are they attacking me?
No.
Hopefully not.
Are they attacking
Well-
any of my creatures?
No, they definitely wouldn't do that.
Are you gonna kill all my trees?
Definitely
No.
not.
No,
And
definitely
Alvin,
Randy
it
will
gives a
help them
very
grow-
venomous
Randy will help
insect.
them
I don't
grow
want you to-
better.
Well,
My-
it should be fine then. But we gotta go to Republic. I'm gonna ask the ship if we can take us to the Republic.
We've got a
I
few things we need
wouldn't.
to do first, but that could definitely be on the docket if you're okay.
Yes.
Why can't we just go to the Republic now?
Because we've got a lot of jobs to do. Like I've got
Oh,
this,
it's the-
and we've got to do this, we've got to do this, and Alvina will literally be listing off like her personal quest log.
Yeah.
Not the
I-
crazy ones like
I
yeah,
want to
'cause
go
that's
see a
not-
guy about a shield.
Yeah, we've got to talk about a shield. We've got to go
Well-
and beat up an Oni King.
I mean, you can also ask the ship to take you to those places, and we'll let the ship decide. So I'm pretty sure it'll pick me.
That's
Me and
cheating.
the ship are good friends.
How about we present it with all of the ideas, but we don't say who comes from what idea comes from who?
Well,
Yeah, make it truly random.
why would we do that?
Free spirited.
Yeah, free spirited. We want to give it the freedom to pick without any outside bias.
Well, how would it know what to pick?
Well, it
Because it
make a
has the
choice
freedom
it
of
wants to
choice.
do,
It
as
does-
opposed to
it will-
doing what you want because it knows you.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it'll just stay still then.
That's what if that's what it wants to do, then fair enough. It has the freedom to remain still.
Did he like flying it?
That seems dumb.
Pilot 45 was flying it.
You should let someone else lead when we get to the Republic.
I mean, it's got a big grin on her face.
We will probably get to the Republic at some point, but I would hope they'd be more willing to invite us than us to show up there. They might think we're trying to invade.
I'd
Ooh,
give it a
can we
couple
do that?
years. No,
There
no,
are like
that isn't a don't want to. That's a don't think it's possible.
I've never killed a mind flare before. Do you think it'll be hard?
Oh,
I think
Probably.
they burn.
I did shove a helmet down the throat of one, so I can't be that hard.
Alvina, you're not
So I got this.
helping.
Hmm. Well, where's these other places you want to go? Maybe I'll go there.
Yeah, we've got to break.
Let's go.
There's the Oni King that
I believe-
has took over a station that we need to clear out.
Mhm.
Yeah. That
Yes.
was where we're planning on
Subject to-
going next.
yeah. I'd still like to visit, you know who about
You know what?
celestial defenses.
Oh, again.
Dr. Doom is fine.
Gotcha. I actually
So
forgot who you were
the
talking
side
about there.
quest 2 years in the making. I'll get there eventually.
We do break the Oni King first, then we go to Doomspire. Then
If it's en route as we go to the
Right.
Alley King,
main reason I really want to do something that's not celestial based for a little while.
that makes sense. Fair. I imagine be like 30-minute. Go down. How do we do this? Okay, leave
Yeah,
again.
that's no other assumption. Yeah, we can do that.
I
as
guess
we get-
only our giants. Do you just want me to tell them to stand down? Most giants will respect me.
Now this
We're
one,
kind of in a fight with them. We
Yeah,
want.
this
that might
one's a
help.
bit personal. Also, he might control some other ones. So he's not nice.
Yeah. Also, actually, it wasn't.
Yeah, he did the weird thing with the little sister. Only remember?
Yeah. How aware
Sounds
were
dodgy,
we
yeah.
of what was going on
We
there?
were
'Cause-
very aware that something was up, but we didn't want to brace it at that time
Yeah,
because of the sibling.
out of character, I've got an idea, but I don't know how much
It-
the point would know.
In character, we knew something was up, but we didn't know what it was or how to fix it, so we just went, okay,
Okay.
fair enough. I believe it was
Fine,
exactly
it
what.
is.
Like, I think even Alvina picked up something was off. With
Yeah, I don't remember the exact details either.
yeah.
So out of character, I think at least one of them is being manipulated by the Republic,
Yes. So,
or like replaced by a changeling
Yeah.
or something like
Changeling's not in the Republic. I guess Changeling's
that.
not in
But,
the
I imagine there's some,
whatever the
right?
psionic equivalent of a changeling is, a doppelganger.
Doppelganger.
Doppelgangers aren't aberrations.
Oh, actually, thought they were. Another monstrosity, I'm pretty sure, actually.
We have a
Maybe the
personal.
Monstro Guild has doppelgangers. That means
Oh,
that's
God.
worrying.
Hmm.
We have a
Yeah, that was-
personal grudge against this one.
Okay, do you want to go there then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna make me so excited.
Hmm.
I can go anywhere now. Although you should probably know that if I die, my father will kill you.
We
Oh, yeah,
kind
you know,
of already
I
know
already-
that.
Yeah, I reckon he was going to do
reminds-
that anyway.
That reminds me. Can you take us potentially, at least a couple of us, to the Primal Dream? Because we should probably tell your dad that we have saved you. Look, he might know, but it's worth checking.
I'd rather not.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Yeah, because he's gonna try and tell me not to do this, and if he just never gets the chance to tell me not to do this, I don't have to argue with him about why I want to do it. He's so against me exploring. He says I'll get captured by the Divine
Oh.
Empire.
Gotcha.
Oh,
I've got
babe.
an idea. I've got an idea how to do this. Okay, I figured.
Babe, sometimes you just got to have the difficult conversations. Maybe took me a while to have them. My parents.
No,
so...
no. Let's not impose on the prince's personal freedoms, okay?
Well, here's the bit point. I'll say something, and he'll probably say, "Tell her this," and I will just tell you it, and then they'll have all agreed, and you don't have to do it because you don't have to see him.
Right, but he has a lot of forces in this area.
Mhm.
So what's to stop him sending someone after us? Like, can't you just lie to him and tell him you're gonna drop me off somewhere, and then we just don't go there? You know,
Oh,
like
you-
just tell him you're gonna take me directly back to the motherland, or I guess the fatherland, the homeland. Let's go with homeland.
I'm really bad at lying.
Okay, well, can somebody else go into the dream and lie?
So,
Fuck you.
Fuck you,
you.
you can win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
God,
just tell it's gonna take a couple years for us to get back, and that'll buy us a couple years.
Yeah, sure.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm not against that.
well,
And honestly, I'd like to go and see the Primal Fatherland anyway. It sounds interesting. So.
Yeah, absolute freedom, sprawling landscapes, volunteer-based armies,
Sounds great, honestly. Kinda sounds like
dragons trying to eat you.
okay, we'll
Sounds a lot
put
like
that
back
on.
home, actually.
We'll put that on the list of to do.
Go to
Somewhere-
Primordial Land.
Somewhere
Plants that try
very
to
low
eat
on
you.
priority.
Trees
Really?
that try to eat you.
Are you sure it's not just Fantasia?
You just look.
Also, it's
And-
Gert.
Earth
And-
trying to eat you.
Still
Air
Gur.
trying to eat you.
Still
Definitely.
Gur.
That's the, yeah,
Water
Do the
trying to
stars try to
drown
eat
you.
you?
the
No,
stars.
no, stars.
They do in Gert. They have. It's not like things.
In Gur they do. As they Alterra, there aren't stars. Well, Shattered Alt Sphere, there are stars, but they're not. Cosmology. Stars trying to eat you in the land don't work.
You don't know what those twinkling things up there are. You've never
Yeah.
seen them before in your
They're
life.
fireflies, clearly.
Albina thinks they're those space bubbles
Probably
again
just
that show
astral.
where draconic artifacts.
Mm.
Yeah, either that or just like astral objects. There's plenty of them.
Well, that's a fair point. Should we
It's
go
space
there
junk.
first? Should we go there first
Oh yeah,
Where?
to that
to get the orb?
treasure
Because
hunt.
We're quite close to it.
What orb?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're like a couple, like 3 weeks away from it.
I know, it's closer than where the Oni King is.
We figure out where the only king was. I don't think I've marked it.
You
It
didn't
was on a
specify-
space station.
You said you'd say when we finished this section because we didn't know exactly where it was.
Yeah,
Well, we know,
let's see.
well, actually, no, we do know exactly where it was. We hadn't decided where to put it.
It would be somewhere where they could usually hunt all 4 locations. So Here.
Yeah, it's just by the ping right where you put it.
it's a good little
Um,
nexus point.
And plus, this one's outside the breaker line.
Yeah,
Mm.
So I don't think we can get your orb.
we can.
I mean, you can go outside the breaker line. It's just that's where shit ramps up to tier 4.
Yeah. That's just where we have to be ready to run away again immediately.
That's where I'm sending CR22s against you as minions.
Hell yeah. Yeah, if you want to do the Oni King thing first. or
Yeah,
there.
Only King. Because I
Oni King
don't.
first? I'm cool with either way.
We'll meet up with the Firestar and go towards Oni King because I think it's about
Oh,
time we go back.
we've got to go to the Firestar first.
Yeah.
Because that's where the guy that's got to
Yeah.
see us beat the only king is.
And plus, we kind of need to refuel. We've been going for a.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry. Alvina has just eaten twice.
All right. Well, it seems like you're taking the princess back to the
Yeah, have we
Firestar.
established what we're going to do with regards to the princess and the Firestar?
Yeah, I think she wants to come with.
Luckily for you, the princess seems to be a bit ditzy.
She's great. I love her.
need to-
And has an elemental's perspective on the universe.
Yeah, she's awesome. Weirdly gets on with Alvina. A lot. I have a mild suspicion
fire
she might
thing.
actually be this universe's Alvina.
Yeah, it's
Slight suspicion there, not gonna lie.
because it's the Fantasia.
Terrifying.
The primal place sounds like Fantasia, the Fireland.
She's a little bit ditzy and really powerful. She might be. It turns out Alvina in this universe is the Princess of Flame.
I'll have you know that the elemental lands is Fantasia on steroids.
That's
Yeah.
why my assumption was. That's
Okay.
why it sounded like Fantasia's like, yeah.
Well, Fantasia is the most elementally aligned
Yeah.
of the realms, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
Fantasia on steroids. Oh, I hate. I don't
love
want
it.
to see what.
I love it.
This is fine.
I don't want to see the. What was the opposite of Fantasia? The
Disparity.
disparity. And on the steroids, disparity normally is bad.
Oh yeah, we've got to do the random encounter as well. Yeah.
It'd probably be the corpse lands actually, because Disparity is supposed to be this massive wasteland that's based on horror themes. It's where monstrosities like werewolves and vampires dwell.
Mm.
Oh yeah, it's
The land itself is just like a black and white horror movie.
Mhm.
like like Transylvania from old Dracula movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, like it's got that air of like campness about it as well. So corpse land might do, because corpse land is just embedded with the 1,000 corpse bloods of dead tieflings and devils.
Here's,
Mm.
I kind of have the mild bit that each of the sections is like the broken up parts of what the worlds that we knew were. So the corpse lands being the disparity makes sense. The elemental empire, the elemental kingdom being what Fantasia turned into makes sense. What are the others?
Mm.
There's like 16 prime realms, so there's plenty of others.
Yeah, I imagine most of the upper realms are now the Celestial Empire.
Yeah. Oh, can we have a quick set for breath?
Yeah, let's have a quick break before we do the random encounter.
Yeah.
See what we get on the draw.
And
Go
to
grab
cause
some more water.
again.
Hey. So it's not hey apple, it's hey tomato. Yeah.
Be back in a minute.
Okay. So how's it feel for everyone to talking to two Alvinas?
Interesting philosophically. Otherwise, oh god.
I hate it. One's slightly more on fire than the other one. It's not good.
I feel that once Alvina gets up to full power, they are just gonna look like fucking twins.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I think Alvina still look a bit more elfish.
Yeah, but don't know what if the Fire Princess was to try and take a even more annoyed form, wouldn't end up mirroring Alvina.
Maybe.
At least we get to go back to the Firestar without her going, that's mine.
See, we just have to. That's why I was literally like, it's gonna end badly if we lie to her. Just basically, just treat her like a kid. We'll be fine.
You're like Alvina.
Pretty much. She does have a similar personality. She's just slightly ditzier and less jock, but pretty much the same otherwise.
We're just saying that once you're full fire, you're probably gonna end up being like exactly like each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
You're
Chris
gonna
has a
be
plan to turn
twins.
I think Chris has a plan to turn me into a dragon. So. somewhere down the line. It was fun though. I really like her. She's great.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the random encounter doesn't leave us in a suspended battle for
2 years?
until we come back
It
from
could be.
her.
Or
What
till
we've
we
got,
die.
hour and 20 minutes.
Whichever happens first.
Hmm. Good.
Yeah, that was a good diplomacy chat.
Yeah. Luckily, there's about as airheaded as Alvina.
Yeah. I do love that Zorme was struggling with it, and Alvina was like, I got this.
Well, Dormir being smarter doesn't know how to dull it down enough to.
Yep. Cave person level. It's what you need sometimes.
Explaining the fundamentals of how Noids view freedom.
Just
Also-
let the idiots talk.
Yeah.
Freedom is subjective.
Yeah. It was very fun. And yeah, Alvina agreed worryingly large amounts.
Yes.
With everything she said.
Alvina is an elemental.
This wasn't
Like, what he
intentional,
means
by the
is
way.
this.
For reference to any of the viewers watching, this wasn't intentional. I wrote this character's bits and pieces straight up on before session 0. I actually had a bunch of this written, and it's actually ticking off the stuff that I haven't changed about the character at all. It's just kind of working out that way.
Yeah.
It's all these side quests.
Yeah. One of the big bits for Alvina is she wants to become as powerful as she possibly can, regardless of the cost. Legitimately one of the things. So,
Yes, and we see that.
prove yourself, no matter the cost, is one of her ideals.
And that very aligns with the primordial.
Yeah, it really does. Also, and eat all of the tasty food. Is on the same line. It's always improve yourself no matter the cost and eat all the tasty food you can find. This is actually what I wrote. Okay, this is what I wrote originally. Always improve yourself no matter the cost and eat all the tasty food you can find. Once a pet monster, preferably a dragon. That was what I wrote before session 0, before we even came to this world. That was the ideal I wrote on Alvina's character sheet.
Well,
I added a little to extra that's happened in it, but the rest, that is what I had in session 0, and we got the dragon eggs on session 1.
mine was just simple. I picked the class and then picked the name and decided rather than a doctor as an medical doctor, I thought doctor as psychologist.
It's a cool bit. Everyone's just loving it. Like, I am great with emotions. Everyone breaks. Everyone laughs.
Yeah, because he's not good with emotional
He's not good with
emotions.
emotions. You've studied emotions.
Yes. He knows the ins and outs of it. He just doesn't.
You know it
understand.
on a fully, like, book level. What's
Yes.
it called? What's the term? There is a term.
Academic, maybe?
Maybe academic perspective, I guess. There's
Yes.
a different term that I'm looking for, but that's close enough.
Philosophical.
No, you definitely
Oh.
don't know philosophical. Book learned
Arts.
words. there is this particular one. That's what...
He has book smarts, but not.
Scholastic level, I guess, would be the closest one.
He has
It's also not the one I'm after, but
He has all the book learning, but none of the actual
practical.
Right.
practical.
I have returned.
You're just intellectual you're looking for.
Yes.
It's a different word because there's one that specifically is from book only.
Scholarly.
It's the closest. I can't think of the word. There is another one which I'm just missing somewhere in there, which is a better word for it, but pretty much what it is.
To describe Thormir with his lack of actual understanding emotions and having had relations himself. Everything's
Oh,
always
right. I mean, it makes sense why he went from being a psychologist to being a cop. because
Yeah.
not understanding emotions.
Yeah.
Real,
Oh.
you know, red
It was-
flag for psychologists.
He was studying criminal psychology with his mentor at that point.
Yeah.
And then
Is-
shit happened, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got kind of killed by a vampire.
Yeah, but you know, criminals famously low on emotion. Famously.
Yeah.
Some
Oh,
are.
Some of them.
Some are really low in emotion.
Some of them are really high on emotion. That's why they do it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You tend to get on each end, really, of the amount of emotion involved. Is it
All right, the point.
Yes.
Roll me a d15.
Okay, let's see if it works. Oh, it does work.
You gotta add the last of the options here.
7?
So, well,
And what's the weather like?
Seven.
Oh, yeah, what
What's
is
the weather like? You're in the astral sea. It looks astral sea-ish.
weather, space.
Where are those?
Space weather.
Space weather. I only have weather for the 4 seasons of Salvos.
We're not even over Salvos at the moment.
Back on Salvos, because I believe it was
Autumn. It was the autumn equivalent.
it was the autumn equivalent, which was Dunlul.
Mhm.
There is light clouds over Salvos.
Oh, lovely weather.
Can't complain.
All right, gotta remember the names of this thing. 1 second. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to put a new title on our videos.
How many more titles are you gonna have?
They're
All
a
of them.
catalogue of our adventures, so until she dies.
A streamer I watch has added a thing where in chat, someone can become king of chat, and every time someone challenges them and fails, they get a new title. And it's just a stream redeem to add a new title to the list of potential titles. So there's just tons of different titles in there.
What title are you claiming now?
Oh, it's a pretty appropriate one, considering what we literally just got called. There you go.
Princess Guard.
It's got yeah.
The Princess Guard or Royal Guard, I was debating.
Yeah,
between.
so
It was like
guarding the
Princess
princess or a princess who is a guard.
Yes.
Who knows?
Yes, is the answer.
Princess Guardian?
No, put Princess Guard. It's more suitable because it leaves an air of
It's
mystery.
like royal guard, queen's guard, yeah.
Yeah. I have just been thrown some food. And they are chicken wings.
Fair.
Apologies if there's a bit of crack.
I believe it. As the ship is traveling to rendezvous with the Firestar, I'm going to need who is most likely to be on watch. Probably Alvina. Alvina, while you're up in the crow's nest, having a look out at the beautiful landscape of the astral nebula around you, you can see some beautiful nebular clouds in the distance. A nice backdrop of
You've cut off Chris.
testing,
No.
testing.
No, not on my
No,
end.
not for us.
Just for you.
Oh, good for me.
Yeah, good for me.
It was just on Neil's end.
Right here, yeah.
Says Neil, looks like it's your problem. You spot 4 large creatures off in the distance. Very quickly, they don't look to be approaching, otherwise you look to be approaching them. But with your eagle vision, they appear to be humanoids of a gargantuan, colossal size. Sitting around what can only be described as a massive table. And they appear to be actively doing something at the table. It's hard to see from this distance. Yes,
they
you've had a
ma-
long rest.
Yeah. We had a long rest at the end of last session.
I
Because
have a
we
feeling I
didn't-
know what's going on here.
I think I also might know what's going on, but continue. It's super.
The entities themselves appear to have grayish white hair. They appear to have bracers on their arms. They are topless, other than a strap with a shoulder guard. And they are wearing some sort of large belt and leather kilt, with bracers around their legs, and they are wearing sandals as they are sitting on giant chairs floating in the middle of the astral sea.
Hmm.
What would you like to do? They appear preoccupied with whatever they are doing at the table.
Well, we're like beneath, so we can't see what's on the table, right?
You are parallel to them.
Okay.
Ascend.
Ascend, get high. I want to see what's on the table.
Yeah,
I'll
who
tell
is currently
whoever's higher.
steering the ship?
Aye, aye,
Randy?
Captain.
It's Randy.
What do you tell Randy? Just tell him to go up? Do you tell him why? Does Randy ask?
No.
Alvina will literally just go, get us higher, I want to see what's on the table. And that will only be all the explanation.
You begin ascending up until you have an angle down. It takes a couple hours because of the distances at play.
Mhm.
However, eventually you do start gleaming a sight of what is on it, and they appear to be rolling boulder-sized dice around the table.
Yep.
You also spot a large number of medium humanoid shapes running around the table as well.
Huh. My cat is also curious, apparently.
It looks like there are 4 factions of humanoids on the table, and they seem to be in combat with the other factions.
Neat.
Oh.
Hmm.
Don't let Luke get anywhere near
Oh god.
it.
What would you like to do? They appear to be innocent noids on this table.
I mean, they're having a game. Alvina will definitely alert the others to it. It's like, hey, come and look at this, guys.
What?
Take
Huh.
a look.
What do you see?
No, so anyone else can't see. Alvina will describe what she's seen, forgetting that nobody else has her.
Oh,
decent
that's.
vision.
Is it? What's it in Alterra offices and something else?
Not quite officers and bosses. They're playing a war game on the table.
Oh, they're playing Warhammer. Okay.
Risk.
They're playing Fight Sword 32 million.
You're trying to say that they're playing.
Yeah.
Not 40k.
Fight Sword, Age of Omega,
Age of Omega, something like
Era
that.
of Omega.
Era of Omega.
Yes. What would the party like to do? It's
Uh,
possible you're able to, if you go wide enough arc around, it'll probably cost you an extra half a day, but it's likely they won't notice you. Or you can attempt to either intervene or just keep going by them and see what they do when they spot you.
Can we get close enough to just check if the noids on the table are okay?
Princess.
You can attempt to, but there's a chance that they might spot you as well. You have no idea how long their line of vision is, and they might be able to see as far as Alvina could.
They are big, so it would kind of make sense if they could.
Yep, they are Titan-sized.
Yeah.
Princess.
And how far away are they?
Yes.
Like a mile, I think Alvina's vision is.
Mhm.
Where they get, like, fine detail?
Can I see if the Fire Princess is about?
Yes.
What are they playing? Pointing out what's going on over there.
Oh, I don't know. They're not giants.
What are they
Don't you
then?
know what they are?
Give me a religion check if you'd like to know. Anyone proficient in religion?
No, but I'll roll anyway.
Nobody yet is proficient in
But
religion.
I'm half proficient.
Yeah,
due to
so-
being a bard.
5. They are big people.
They are big humanoids. Of course they're
Whoa.
giants. Don't be silly.
Yeah, definitely big
Everyone's
people.
bigger than me. They're normal sized people.
Mine didn't come.
11.
They're actually not very far away. They're just really close up.
So wrong.
God, our party's bad at religion.
So bad at religion. You have no idea what they are. They look like giants. They must be giants.
Princess told me they're not giants, so I guess they're not giants. I don't know what they are, though. They're just tall. They're void people, clearly.
So they're not cloud giants.
No, they're far too big to be cloud giants.
So they're bigger than storm giants. They're a lot bigger than storm giants, and the storm giants are the biggest. So...
Would there be a? As that does for a history, but my history's just as good as my religion, so a history to remember something like this from the original.
Oh yeah! Are there any tales of the?
Well, there could be a tale of these, but you'd find it with religion.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to do religion?
I'm going to use my destiny to try and reroll, just in
Ooh.
case. Nope, that's the exact same roll again.
Yep. You
Yeah,
didn't
I
hear
was
it.
talking about Gwen.
19 though.
Wet.
With
You-
a plus what?
Plus one.
Um,
You do know
Worst
what
cleric.
these are. Let's see. What would your opinion of them be?
Other than terrified.
Why
They're big, so they're big equals scary equals bad.
Yes.
big
Yeah.
equals scary equals bad?
We don't
Um,
need to avoid them.
Also, Gwen, your mic is going a bit.
So many
enough.
mic issues, so many technical issues today. I'll let you decide why you know these. There's not like a natural place for them to fit in. But these are Empyrean.
I thought they might be. Yes.
They are huge celestial titans. Not actually that big. You know, these ones are gargantuan. These ones
they're
are-
Oh
like-
shit.
Empyreans are supposed to be able to like change their size. I think is usually one of their things as well. So.
Yeah, like why are they called a titan? I guess because it's just a subclass of celestial. Weird.
It's because they are supposed to be like the Greek type.
Yeah.
They're just big.
You know that they are massive celestials. However, from what maybe you've met one, maybe you've just heard the stories, they're also massive airheads. They go around the cosmos just fighting anything they can find that they think might be a challenge. They are the most himbo of himbos you've ever come across. They're absolutely they're harmless if you're weak. They'll refuse to challenge the weak. Anyone who can't fight them properly, they won't attempt to. But they will challenge anyone and fight anyone who agrees to fight them.
Okay, Alvina, go
Wait.
downstairs.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, is Gwen gonna just tell Alvina to leave? Okay.
Yeah, like
Oh, Gwen, come up with some sort of weird idea that Alvina would have to solve immediately. That's
Food.
downstairs. Dinner's burning. Someone's in the kitchen.
yeah.
Someone's in the kitchen trying to
Yeah,
mess with
Randy's in the
food.
kitchen.
Randy's in
Ra-
the kitchen.
well-
Damn it! Charges downstairs. Disregarded. She was literally speaking to Randy, who is definitely
on
steering
the
the ship for the moment.
Randy's just looking very confused, but
But he's dumb. It's fine.
allows
We
it
need to-
because the chaos part of him says, "Yeah, that's funny."
Anyone who's on the front side of the ship will hear, Randy, where the fuck are you? I know you're in here! From downstairs.
You know what's kind of impressive? Under languages, it just has all.
Yeah, they have all. They have everything. These guys are scary.
Ridiculous.
Randy goes to Quentin and says, "Do you want me to mess with her?"
No. Steer the ship away. Wide circle. Wide circle. Look weak.
Okay.
Wide circle.
You're gonna save those poor innocent
Aye,
Noids
Captain.
going to war?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even confident our party could beat one Imperium. If memory,
Yeah.
Off of comfortable memory, I'm not confident we could beat one.
Yeah, but they have a fire elemental as well,
We've
you
seen
know.
many people die before. They're just extra people. It's fine. Everybody dies.
I've seen many people die. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we can't watch from a safe distance.
Zarmir will
No,
sidle up.
Alvina's the one who could watch from a safe distance.
Zarmir sidles up to Gwent and actually asks, "What is the danger over there?"
Well, you see those four big guys.
You see like one of them like raising their hands cheering. The echo like spreads through the astral plane around them, and you just hear a giant booming voice in a language you don't understand. Hufanda!
They're actually speaking straight up Titan.
Ow! My
You
ears.
get swatted out of the sky. At best.
What are they? Do you know?
Titans, bad news. Go around. Just go
Well-
around. We don't need to save everybody. We're not
I'm more
heroes.
asking who are they aligned to.
Themselves, probably.
Like, from the rumours, anybody that can give them a good time. I'm not sure that's the best way.
Okay. I mean, if they were allied to the
Did someone
Celestials,
say
we
giving
would've-
them a good time?
the Celestials, we would have
You
got.
wouldn't survive, point.
We definitely want to avoid them. They are most definitely want to swat us out of the sky.
I want to swat us out of the sky, and I'm on the ship. Let's go.
Are you okay? Do you
No,
I need to-
Gwen's not okay. You know.
No, there's 4 big guys doing a war. Of course
Yeah.
I'm not okay. We need to go. Randy,
Okay, we're
steer.
going round. Go. Randy's steering.
Steer faster.
I mark
You
where
want
they
us
are
to use it?
on a map.
Oh yeah, please. I want to come back and talk to these guys.
I'm-
later.
I'm marking a map. If you're telling me to mark a map, because
Yeah,
But-
mark them over where they are. Come back
there
when we're level
meeting
20.
Is there meeting?
I'll mark here so we know to avoid here in the future.
I think
Right.
these
See,
guys.
Avoid
that
you.
reason I agree. Marking map. That reason fine.
If
Come
memory
back
serves-
is a silly reason.
memory serves, I think these guys have a similar CR. If memory serves, because it's been a while. I think they've got a similar CR to an ancient red dragon.
Hang on, I just had the stat block up because I was interested. Because we're definitely not going to fight them.
I think ancient red's
That's you.
24 to 26
Uh,
line.
Okay. Well,
So,
it didn't have any details. Ancient Red is CR 24. They are CR 23.
yeah, I thought so. It's like I remember they're kind of similar.
It's about that.
It's less than one of the most powerful creatures in the entire setting.
Yeah, that's why it's not so bad.
But there's 4 of them.
Let's go around.
I think you guys can
Better
take
than
4
four ancient red
CR23s.
dragons.
I'll save that for next session.
That's a cool one to just have in the pocket though.
What, do a drive-by with somebody who looks stronger?
Yeah, it's a good plan, by the way, getting Alvina just downstairs.
Yeah.
She's gonna come up very disgruntled and like shake Randy. It's like, where were you hiding?
I never left your helm, matey.
What, Gwen? I'm confused. I'm gonna go and eat some.
Oh. But yes, that is your random encounter on your way back. Just 4 Imperiums playing a war game on a table in the astral sea.
Hell yeah, I love it.
Would have been murdered.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Alvina would have loved to have just a genuine chat with him because she'd have
It's
probably
astral.
talked him around
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah,
In the
but then you would have said
future,
something
Welcome to
stupid,
the
or the
chat,
point
chat.
would
Or
have.
you showed that
Yeah,
you're strong.
we would have accidentally.
We could have
Something.
accidentally. Do you know, I think Alvina could have gone, okay, we were not strong enough yet, but I've got plans in the works. I'll come back when I'm stronger and then have a go.
Then I'll kick your ass.
Because at the moment, I
the-
don't think I could take you. But soon, give me
They're
some
bu-
time.
They're
Maybe
busy
not
playing.
today, maybe not
but no.
tomorrow.
We can't, because then they'd expect us to take part in their astral death stalker.
In Fight Sword.
No, game no thing.
Fight sword, fight sword.
Fight Sword, 32 million.
2 million.
It sounds like they're cheering like football fans of their different factions.
Probably.
So it seems
they're
like astral.
giant- They're giant Hercules, is literally what they are.
It's basically they're bored. They're having. I know what they're playing. They're playing tabs.
Oh, yeah.
They're playing
I-
tabs.
They're playing Tab because it's not a simulator, it's just a totally accurate battle.
Oh, do I hack your battleground? Yes. Not even not simulate. Active. Fun.
Mhm. But for them, it's a simulation because they They're playing with the weak ones. They're not playing with the ones they can fight with.
Olan and Kyra. What about the other two?
Oh, those aren't the giant. That's the name of the realms.
Oh!
The ones that
I just realized that for some reason the realm names are like all the way at the side.
Yeah.
because we've got Salvos and
Izel,
we d-
Takaios.
we didn't have.
Yeah, I can actually get rid of the like circles. No, I was mostly just like emphasize what they were.
Because these are the most broken ones.
Yeah, the land of crystals, and I think it was desert or something. I can't
The
remember.
sand one. Remember the other one being the sand one.
But you eventually, a couple days go by, and you've done your week of traveling as you spot the Firestar in the distance. And unless there's anything you'd like to do before rendezvousing, you will rendezvous with the Firestar.
Quick,
Man,
the
the
supplies
cannons.
are getting low. Alvina's looking hungry.
Alvina has been. If we're getting actually low on supplies, Alvina would start.
I don't know.
Going,
Uh,
spawn
this-
like sleepwalking, like hungry, and just
Oh,
break
God.
things.
This sounds like the more funny reason. Trying to get there quicker.
Yeah, I mean, if
Even though-
he starts biting like walls and chairs and stuff.
So I think both Zormir and Randy probably can produce food that lasts for 24 hours, regardless.
Alvina, the only person needs to eat like 10 good berries in a day to be satisfied.
Because I'm sure I've got
I get the lembas bread out.
produced.
How many did you eat?
I mean, I've got performance
What?
creation. I can create, I think, 100 GP of food.
Ah, so a light snack. Got it.
And I think I
All
can.
depends where you're eating.
I've got spells that allow me to produce food.
120 GP of food. That is a maximum of large
Nice.
in total.
An entire giant boar. An
Yeah.
elephant. Small elephant.
Oh, I can
Ooh.
ritual cast produce. Oh, that's purify.
Yeah, purified food and drink.
We're back to the pizza.
Hey, it's a Firestar. Firestar's pizza.
I can
Because
create
all the
food
way
and
back
water.
Hey everyone.
I got Zormir has great food and water, and
Yeah, so does Gwen.
like there's 3 of us who can create food and water, but we would choose not to make it because it's kind of bland.
Use you. Mine is
Yeah,
a
that's
taste
why I'll be
sensation.
using spices.
You say that. You
Not a
say
good
that.
sensation, but a taste sensation.
Well, here's the bit. Do you remember that Alvina actually has the spice pouch that makes things taste better?
That's what I'm
It
saying.
actively produce
Yeah,
spices.
That's why
Also,
Alvina
Zormir's
has a
having-
spice pouch.
Also, Zormir's having fun watching you suffer a little from food.
You're
Food
just
withdrawals. I
making
want to
rules,
see
aren't
how
you?
bad it gets before she starts to try and eat my ship.
They eat the people.
Meh.
She started to eat the ship about halfway. She started eating like.
No doing science on Alvina.
I want to see how long they last before they do actually get that hungry.
How long? This is not the thought experiment we want. How long before Alvina starts doing cannibalism? It's not an experiment we need to have. On
No.
this ship.
Eat the mushroom
Listen.
first.
So when we were discussing what to happen if Alvina loses control, we don't want to cause that to happen.
I also want to see if she does.
Alvina
lose-
gets hungry enough, she just goes supernova.
It's better
Well,
to know
go
her
for the beef.
limitations
Go for the beef first.
so they don't become a surprise.
Perhaps.
But yes, you eventually exit the ship and can go to the effectively like the command room. They set up a base in a little bit not directly in the engine room, but in a large room above it, where you can get easy access down to talk to pilot. But also where it's a bit more insulated, it's not as hot or uncomfortable, and they've set up modern, at least like fantasy modern equipment from Bastion, and they have an actual command center here with lots of sensors that they've set up on the ship, controls for the weapons and everything, as well as like communication and sending stones back to Bastion. At least as much as they can do. They've been dropping small relay towers as they've been going.
How many sensors are currently going off because of the princess? I imagine a couple.
Suppose so. It was more just gonna be like visual and detecting like psionic fields and stuff.
I imagine there's at least one for an elemental field, just in case.
Would there be though?
Yeah.
It's like, are these things that were already in the ship, or have the rebellion put them in new?
I assume there've been some put in new, specifically in this room.
I don't actually think there's a way to detect the princess because there isn't like a power sensor like there is like you can feel it in person. But that's more of a knowledge-based anime bullshit thing. There isn't like canonically a like actual sensor for that.
Yeah, it's presence, not.
Yeah, it's presence. What they can do is check visuals and like actual energy levels, like arcane energy levels and psionic energy levels.
Heat levels
which
would be the only thing that you could center the sensors.
Princess doesn't really give off. So yeah, I don't think she triggers anything.
Yeah. Good to know.
You know, like they're predominantly looking for giant fleets of ships.
Yeah.
Or infiltration by the Republic.
Hilariously, do you know there is actually one sensor which would work on the princess?
Mm-hmm.
Alvina. Her commune with nature can detect powerful elemental.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Are you leaving Ace on the ship, or are you bringing them with you?
I think it'd be better. Well, he's Spanish.
He can come onto the ship,
He's
but
not banished
like a
for,
minute.
He's not
But
banished for like a
after-
week.
Do we think it's safe enough to introduce them to the Fire Princess
No.
and not have a diplomatic incident? Or
Absolutely
do we
not.
have...
No.
Then
I
we
think-
have to keep them
I
there.
think as soon as they
no,
see
I think- I
was gonna say-
there's a
We
diplomatic
take it.
incident.
Here's the bit. We go in 2 groups.
Yeah.
Whoever's taking Ace off, while Alvina's distracted the princess and going, okay, let's go. They get
Yeah,
us some food.
let Princess on first, and then let Ace on.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought.
And if they cross paths, we just say, "Oh, the princess was already here. Her ship, we couldn't get rid of it."
Yeah, she wanted to tag along. It's great. Okay, that is the current plan. So who's taking Ace?
Who's the one...
Point.
point.
Okay,
Who's the
yeah.
one? Point. It's point.
Point.
It's me.
Because you're the most diplomatic and also
They're the one who's stuff to prove.
who speaks...
Right.
speaks
Is it
Celestial.
just the point?
Do they
I'm
trust
not
the
gonna
point?
let him loose.
They trust the point probably more than they trust Alvina.
Well, I
You
mean,
actively said,
I
"No,
will
I'm
be
gonna
the-
beat you up."
When they surrendered, they did surrender to me. So
I will
Well,
come
actually,
with...
they surrendered to Alvina, I think.
I will
They
come with
surrendered
you.
to Alvina because Alvina
Considering
said
what
she was the
Alvina
good
did
guy
to
in
them.
absolute confidence. Remember? You were talking them down, and
Yeah.
they went, and they went like, "Okay, you say you're the bad guy, you're the good guys," and then went to Alvina. I surrendered. Don't kill me.
Armia will accompany you, being the other
okay,
one who
let
speaks
me
Celestial,
ask you.
and also the one who probably could still fight Ace.
Yeah. Who's not out? Oh yeah, having one heavy hitter there in case he tries to do something.
Yeah, I will just shank him.
Also, do they? Round question: is Dream Dust one of the supplies we get on here, Chris? I know it's a restricted thing, but I imagine it would have been like potentially on there, like some because they know we've got primordials and we'd have asked for it.
Like they can have a restricted supply. They can't grow it naturally here. They probably didn't send that many Elementers here because mostly it was recruited from adventurers. So they would have a small
Adventurers.
stockpile.
What is it? A plant
Maybe
or
we'd be able to
anything?
get more, but it would be.
No, it gets mined from the dream.
Yeah, you actually have to go into the dream together because that's.
So it's not-
You can get enough for a return journey, but because where fuck you and Alvina went, we weren't able to get any. I don't think.
Yeah, it's effectively pulverized dream crystals.
Remember,
it's not some
we went straight
plant-based
to the
thing.
lake of fire, not.
Yeah, most of the time, most people try and like get enough before they leave, so they have enough to come back. But they are quite rare on the higher levels. The deeper you go, it's easier it's to get, but the fewer people you have that can go that deep. And you know, it's a risk. So the longer you're there, because it does take a while, you are effectively mining. The more chance you have of just an elemental stumbling upon you and killing you.
I'll try and grab some next time I go.
Yeah, put that on your shopping list.
But then everyone but the point and Zormir then, you escort the princess to the central hub, where you can meet who is effectively going to be the 3 main leaders of this base, which is obviously Millie, Damien, and
Is it Kurt? Is that his name?
no, it's not
I mean,
Kurt.
it was Lucas.
Not Lucas. The Kenku, right?
Philip
Philip.
Watson.
So I was gonna say, like, it's not Kurt.
Philip
Kurt?
Warson.
Why do I've got the name Kurt in my brain? Who's Kurt?
No,
We
I
met
I
anyone?
don't know.
Is Kurt the Goliath who sent us the only quest? Can't remember.
Maybe. I don't remember.
I don't
Or maybe it's one
recognize
of the-
name.
Maybe it's one of the adventures.
Yep, I have got Kurt in my notes.
I don't know where the name came from then. He looks like a Kurt to me, okay?
I'm
Oh, is
changing
that
his
who
name
got
to
captured
Kurt
by the
because you look
Nothics?
like one.
Yeah, no, it's still Steve.
It's still Steve. What would you like to do? How are you introducing the princess to the Firestar committee?
I imagine Alvina introduces her straight up as if it's nothing. Like the most casual, just "Hi, this is Im, Princess of Fire."
Hi!
The freaking buddy cop duo. To the probably horrified audience.
You just watch as a room of no-named NPCs and your 3 main NPCs all just glance over, every jaw dropped, everyone quiet, just watching the gears slowly grinding to a halt of what the fuck?
Yeah, they rescued them.
Yeah, she's coming along with us.
Hi!
Yeah, I got drunk and then they helped rescue that person whilst I was trying to steer there, and lots of things happened.
Yeah, she's great. So.
I think I'm pretty cool.
She is.
Why is everyone else quiet?
Yeah, is everyone okay?
All just staring at you,
Just
glancing at each other with a worried look.
I
Don't
think
worry,
they're all in
she's
shock.
Great. Yeah,
I
You're not
believe.
here. You're not here, Sim.
No, that's
just
the
Randy? This one Randy?
Randy. That's the robot one.
Oh,
I
is there
was gonna say that's psychologist Randy.
No, that's
Oh,
just the
you're in
robot
shock?
for.
Alvina will just clap her hands really loudly. Everyone okay?
Hey, Alvina.
Yeah?
Could you come over here for a second?
Sure.
As
Oh no,
Millie
she's in
like
trouble.
Millie like waves her hand towards you to like come over.
Yeah.
Alvina.
Yes.
She grabs you by whatever lapel she can find.
Bra straps, I guess?
Leaf, yeah.
Leaf
Leaf.
bra straps.
Starts violently shaking you. What in damnation have you done?
Saved her from the butcher. Why?
Chaos.
We did say we were doing this.
I didn't think you'd bring her back to the ship. Her ship that we stole.
Look, it's fine. She said she'd behave well. Anyway, she's coming with us on
Him just
the-
like shuffles over to Randy. Did you guys steal my ship?
Me personally, no.
Okay.
Nice one, Randy.
Nice.
This is what she's did say, because she would question the phrasing of that sentence.
Me personally, no. All right.
That's an odd way of saying that.
Because Randy wasn't involved in the
You
stealing
weren't
of
in
the
the slice.
ship.
You weren't sentient at that point, I don't think.
No.
Oh
Or
my
I was
God.
sentient, but I wasn't playing that character.
Well
Sentient
then,
by just staying in the med bay.
Yeah, she's coming with us on
I
a
don't think he was
It'll be
sentient at
fine.
that point.
is she harmless at least, Alvina?
Yeah.
Please don't say as harmless as I am.
I mean, just
I was
shrugging in the
I
background.
was going to say, Alvina is aware of how harmless she is.
I
She's
think we
less
should,
harmful than me.
That she's harmless as long as you don't attack
Just
her.
like, don't, it's the classic, just don't try and kill her or anything. The normal things.
Hey, want a mushroom?
Alvina, go back with the rest of your group. We need to
Yeah.
converse.
Okay.
Randy's just
Although I get
offering
the
a mushroom.
resupplies while you're doing that. Imagine this might take a bit.
Randy's offering a mushroom off his body to the princess.
Could I have you a mushroom in this trying time?
Is it flammable?
Almost certainly.
Possibly. It might also hold another personality.
Burn it.
I have a lot of voices in
Burn
my
it
head.
now. Burn it now.
Aye, he
Hmm,
does, matey.
I don't really like mushrooms though. They tend to scream when you burn them.
Confirmed. Fungus also screams, everybody. Official Alterra.
The more you know.
Learn a lot about Alterra ecology and how many things scream when incinerated.
Well, this one keeps on beeping. I think it needs to burn.
Hmm?
It also has a vague feeling of looking towards Grim. Kill him. I don't know. That one just keeps on screaming you meant to kill him.
Oh, Lou, do you want this? I'll take
I'm
I'll
good,
take the mushroom and hand it to Lou. Okay. I know
you
exactly
want that
what
mushroom
Alvina's
near.
gonna do. She's got food in her hand, hasn't she?
Don't eat it. Don't eat it.
I was
Eat it,
about to say
eat
Alvina's
it.
gonna.
Make me a wisdom save.
Cool. As he activates
Yeah,
Fire
get
Gun
going.
at the same
That
time, by
one.
the way. It's just against Charm, actually.
I think this is
I
against
think I
psionics.
know what's about to happen. I'm curious if it's Charm. Some sounds count as Charm as well. I'm not actually sure.
I'm gonna count it as charm.
Okay.
I'm gonna say yes. Give
21.
him advantage. 21.
21 and a 20, damn.
Yeah.
You for a moment you have the strange compulsion to kill Lou before it very quickly fades away.
Weird. And she's gonna saute the mushroom in her hand and then throw it up in the air and swallow it. Just crunch, crunch, crunch.
Was
You
it
do
subtle or would Lou have noticed?
Lou, give me an insight check.
Alvina doesn't have pupils, but it's kind of hard to tell. But maybe she'll have paused for a second before incinerating it, so that's probably enough of a giveaway.
I'll wait for Lou to do that. Wait for the dice roll come in. See if they were even looking in Alvina's direction at the time.
No, it was 11.
11.
You weren't even looking in their direction.
It was a 10 apparently.
Dice roll. Oh. I obviously
After-
before it stopped.
After a couple minutes, the council convenes and turns. All right, Alvina, we're gonna go with you on this one. Hopefully, this doesn't burn us all to cinders.
Who wants to come adventuring?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right, Philip, take it away. Oh, yes. Well then, we seem to have succeeded in our mission to rescue the Fire Princess. Although again, I don't think we were planning on bringing her back. But that leaves the question. What is next?
Well, the current next plan, there was an outpost, and Alvina will give the position she was told. And I'm assuming that Goliath's in here somewhere, right?
He's setting up his little shop.
Okay. He said that the Oni King has taken one of the outposts about here. So I think next plan will be get him out of there and get the outpost back up. Or at least get him out of there and then signal to get the outpost back up and running.
Okay, that actually could be quite convenient for the rebellion then. We've been laying small. This is a new creation that we've come up with to help amplify signals between the between the astral planes.
The Bill and Booster signal.
Since there's a limit to plane shift technology in our world, the relay plane shifts the signal to the next plane, to which a receiver receives it and plane shifts it again. It can only be used once per day, but it does allow us to send and receive a signal all the way from Salvos, even at this great distance.
Are you growing trees on these things?
Why would we grow
What?
trees on this thing? No, they're just small like copper and white arcanite satellites. They're very expensive. But we've also imbued them with a small invisibility field, so hopefully pirates don't detect them.
I just need to touch trees and move between them.
I don't think that works in interdimensional spaces.
Is it not?
No. Knowing
Yeah,
spell, no.
You'll be able to like teleport in the same plane, but remember each of these hexes are technically its own plane.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
If there was
Didn't
like
try.
if there was like a tree on either side of Salvos, I guess you could do that, but
I never got to try.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Even
there
then,
are
you
trees
probably
on
could-
here. You can.
Probably couldn't even do all of Salvos because it's at least technically 3 different dimensions.
Oh, then fair.
Oh, it's more than that with the hexes on there.
Yeah, probably like 5 from one to the other. Yeah, if you're really like counting the edges.
That makes sense.
Thus why it's a Cold War, because everything takes for fucking ever to get anywhere. And the factions never really learned how to do supply lines properly. Yeah.
Each for a completely different reason, I imagine as well.
Yeah. Well, the elementals are all about freedom, so nobody will want to volunteer to
They'll
be on
get
the supply
bored.
lines.
Look at bored.
And it's a really boring intellectual task for the Republic. They've created so many like simulations of it.
Yeah.
The problem is they just aren't willing to follow through. It's actually why the Empire got an advantage against 2 factions. It's just they had better supply lines.
Yeah.
'Cause
But
they had grunts to do the grunt work.
That's fair.
The freaking psionics have the problem with bureaucracy. Too much bureaucracy.
All that red tape.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, the Republic has a lot of like automation as well. It's just by the time they eventually got there, at that point, there was really a need.
Yeah.
But that's convenient because that will allow us. We wanted to create almost a ring around Salvos for communication purposes. So the fact we'd be able to arc here, and if we arced that satellite, conveniently, if we ever go to Izel next, that would allow us to do almost a full circle.
Is this all the place with the snakes?
It is.
It is. Well, Zome did want to go there as
Yeah.
well. Oh, yeah. Zome is going to be coming later
Zome
for
wants to
something.
have
Let's
an
not
audience.
talk about it now. They'll explain then. But they'll be on
True.
another meeting afterwards.
But we also want to find more allies for the rebellion. And you've somehow got the Fire Princess on your side, so who knows? Maybe you can do what no other diplomat has and actually convince the Izel tribes to ally. How are you if UNT?
I haven't met too many, but met some Naga and they were nice. So
Good. The Naga might be slightly more problematic. But there we have small UNT. We have agents among the UNT population that may be looking to overthrow their Naga suppressors.
well, I'm sure we'll figure something when we get there.
Yes. But yes. So, would you like us to change course towards the towards the station. Will you be flying out ahead of us, or are you going to reside here for the extra duration that it takes us to get there?
I think we're gonna fly out ahead of you, and we'll pop back with some supplies and bits. But we'll wait for you there, one of the two. I think they head the course, that way it's good for it, right? Right, guys?
Aye, Cap. I'll head full.
Alrighty then. Well, resupply while you're here. There's no need for you to go away just yet. You have take a couple days, rest up, get on shore leave, and we'll fill you in later on what our agents have been able to scan about the area as we've traveled.
Fantastic. I'll let you continue, and I'm sure Point and Zome will be coming in short.
Hey, I just remembered something.
Yes?
I have that in my memory of a druid plane shift. Oh yeah, those things will be handy.
I am concerned. Anyway.
And I need one of those rods. Yeah, one of the rods.
I'm assuming we're walking out of the room.
Zorma has one, you're not getting mine.
The manicness of the other person is just thinking of what chaos he can create with plane shift if he's able to tap into it now.
Yeah. And yeah, I assume that we go and basically just probably go and sort most of the supplies that we want, and we'll get the Zorbear and Point and do theirs after, unless they've talked to us ahead of time about what they want. But we're definitely getting some dream powder for whoever wants.
Some food, stuff like that, and probably some.
We'll fully resupply on food. Like, we'll fully resupply on our food.
Yeah, don't worry about bureaucracy. You resupply on whatever you need to.
Yeah, that part's fine.
Arcanite supplies, or to make some other things, possibly.
That's on the two artificers later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're able to get like a small supply of all the well, I say common. They're technically uncommon. Fool's Arcanite is common. Of all the uncommon, and you could probably get. They do have supplies of the uncommon, but I actually don't know how much supplies they have of the rare.
Because we're still working
I think you
on
said
the.
we could requisition the rare, but it might be like a roll to see if they've got it at the time or something like that.
We're still working.
Yeah.
I think we're still working on the control rod things and probably other projects.
Well, the Pokeballs is one of the big ones.
Yeah. You just still need some copper for that.
Yeah.
And there's probably something else I'm forgetting right now that I had an idea for.
Yeah, they're unfortunately using all their copper for this communication ring.
Yeah.
But yes,
missing.
He probably would. He'd probably offer to help with whatever he can think of. Maybe boost the signals of them as well. His knowledge of purified arcanites and things.
There. Come back to there. As you walk into the hub with your prisoner, have you got them like their arms bound up? Or are they just walking voluntarily? How are you treating Ace?
If he comes voluntarily, then
if he's willing to come voluntarily, then let him. I do a proposal to pass by Ace and the council when we get there. So.
Alright. Ace is more than happy to be kind of just go with you. He's been a model prisoner.
Apart from tried to divine intervention out.
Yeah. You don't know about that.
And that time he tried to escape.
And the time he hit the box.
Well, he shrank. He didn't know what.
Yeah, he was exploring. You know, he didn't realize what had happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, you found him
When
just
he
as he
attacked
was remerging.
Insight check.
We hear how Gwent found him. He heard a clang during the hour. That it's like when he regrew to his appropriate side in the case.
You know, it is like a small island here. I've never actually been on a primordial ship before. This is well, at least
yes.
At least I've got to do something new before you execute me. That's fun.
Well,
He really does think we're about to kill him.
Well, we're taking in front of the council, so
It-
Probably not gonna get
when-
executed, dude.
Wait, when did we speak about execution?
we didn't. I think it's best just
And where the hell they getting
play
this
along.
idea from? We didn't speak of execution. What are you talking about?
Oh, come on. I'm an enemy combatant in a primordial ship, and the primordials do whatever they want, including executions.
And we're annoyed. So we
We're
don't.
not the prime.
Yeah,
We're
we
not the
don't want
primordials.
to execute you. Again, there's something I want to...
You keep saying this, and I want to believe you. I do, and I kind of do believe you. But at the same time, you're in a primordial ship.
Okay, we stole this.
You've got
Yeah,
that elf with you.
So we stole this from the Princess of Flame herself. Him. Yeah.
Princess of Flame themselves, huh?
Yes.
You know, this would be a real asset to the Empire. You sure you don't want to just like join us?
No,
they're
we
they're
wanted-
not as
We
they're
can
not as
discuss
mad
that later.
as the propaganda suggests.
I don't
We're
believe
trying to make our own decisions and own faction. And we're neutral in the middle.
We want to make our own faction and then not join it. We want to be neutral to our own faction that we make.
We're neutral.
We're trying to find common ground between all factions, including the Noids.
I just realised our party has actually taken one step towards neutral in alignments now. Because there used to be actual good, heavier good, because it was whichever was neutral apart from me and point. Now we've got an evil and a good and the point. You know what I mean?
Hey.
No, I was mainly meaning that Alvina
I know. But
and fuck you cancel each other out for it.
As,
we've got an evil and a good and the point.
And the point.
Wait,
Who wants to be
Alvina's good?
good. Yeah, she is. She's chaotic good.
Eh,
as much as you might not believe us, I will do my best to try and convince you, but
I'm just saying, two of the factions like to eat us. One of the factions just requires that you obey their laws.
and then eat you.
I do like that this party is more okay with being eaten than laws. that kind of is telling.
Again, this is something to discuss once I've had a word with the council.
Is this them? What are you bringing to us now?
This is
A champion of the Radiant Empire who we've captured.
yes, Noid Asimar. I have a question
Name's Ace.
for you, council.
Ace, is that you?
Ah,
Well,
I
Hey,
didn't know.
buddy!
Who knows him?
Oh,
No,
God.
Damien! What are you doing here?
What in the hell?
Damien's the second best.
Oh God.
This tracks, to be honest.
It does.
Okay, rest of council. Damien, you two go catch up. Rest of council captured. Well, he surrenders to us from Radiant Empire Strike Force. Used to be a mech pilot. Trying to convince him we're not the bad guys. Considering
There's a
letting
mech
him.
pilot, I'm sure.
Considering
He didn't
letting him.
stop-
I'm considering letting him about on probation aboard the Firestar. So fit him with a tracker, but otherwise let him go about as he pleases. Is that something we feel okay with?
Are you an idiot? Is your
No.
whole party an idiot?
Thank you, man.
No.
I did say with a tracker on probation.
We're not.
Did you really bring Ace Divine?
Is that his name?
Why do you know them?
Yeah,
Why
we've
do you all
not
know?
heard of them before.
No, but why
Alvina
does
beat the
why
crap
does
out of him.
why
What
does
Damien know?
why do
Because Damien did his what do you call it?
Gap
Gap year.
Not his gap year, like his introduction to the like his initiation, right? He did his
Hazel?
undercover work in
Undergrad?
Banshee's Grove.
Oh,
That explains a lot, you know?
We have spies in all of Salvos's bases, you know.
Yeah.
Although it's really hard because they do have some actually in our course who helped you get in.
Yeah.
Mm.
we met.
We already tried to convert Ace, but he's so fucking nationalistic.
No, he's
Well,
got some serious
we
concerns.
are very determined.
We're trying to show them there's an alternative to not
No,
following.
you don't understand.
You
Ace
know how
Ace really truly believes in the system.
We know.
we know.
Yeah.
We've discussed with them.
You know,
We're trying
he
to
is
show
the
them.
poster child of privilege.
We're trying to convince them of. I know. We're trying to listen to them. Is also convince them that there's another option out there. But
Right, but from Ace's perspective, why would you? Everything works for him. He was abandoned as a child. He got adopted by the Empire. He very quickly allied, like, succeeded at all of the training courses. So he immediately got propelled to a higher rank. He is the poster child of the Empire's fake social mobility.
oh, good.
So-
We kidnapped
So
the
what would
poster
you
child.
do with him then?
Kill him.
Oh, it's slightly extreme. Don't need to kill him. He's ultimately harmless. He's still good. He's just an idiot.
Illusion.
An idiot.
Okay, so no harm in letting him wander around on probation then.
With the tracker.
Yes.
Right,
there
but
is
if he
harm.
ever gets in contact with an actual empirical spy or anyone, he will take their side. He's fine in isolation. He won't hurt anyone if that's what you're asking.
Point. Remember, there's other people wandering around here that we don't want them to bump into.
Yes, that's why I'm keeping it here for now.
Just saying it low to you.
I
and
mean, he's
not
not
I
going,
here.
that's why
Uh,
Alvina said
okay,
we're coming in later.
He thinks we're working for the Primordials. With you know who around, we don't think that's gonna help.
We need to convince them.
Somehow
Wait,
that
you've
we're-
not told. How the hell did you keep both of them on your ship and not tell them?
Alvina's
Tactical
very
banishment.
Alvina's very distracting.
A very good, coward.
Cleric. Yes, a very good
Cleric.
cleric.
A very good cleric at knowing what to do when in tough spots.
If in doubt, banish.
If in doubt, banish.
We hear and fading in the
Gwen,
background.
Gwen just feels like just sneezes and feels a little bit of pride.
Oh my feathers. Oh,
I mean, we do have.
It's not
Oh,
even-
it's on
it's
our
not
side
even-
too.
we've not
True.
even done a month in the astral yet.
Not even noon. It's not even midday. We haven't had lunch.
Okay, I have to ask before we continue on.
Yes.
Is this going to become a common reoccurrence?
Yes.
Yes.
We might not bring them
Welcome
all
to my
back to the.
world.
We will.
We might not bring them all back to the Firestar, but
We will.
yes.
Okay, well,
I
maybe
have
Hear
to
that
do-
in the
we'll do
distance.
this.
I have to deal with an Alvina, a fuck you, and
Lou.
Point has to
And the
deal
point.
with trying to
And the
be the
point.
most neutral.
And the point, let's be
The
honest.
point has to try and deal
I'm in
with
the room.
being the point has to try and be the most neutral party member of all, whilst I still try to herd cats.
Just like
Yeah,
listening
the
to people's
damage
opinions
points
and
done.
take them.
Who's? I don't know what he's become. He seems to be obsessed with games now.
I see.
Lou has
Um,
become a gamer.
And
Well, we'll deal with that problem later. Just Ace will be fine right now.
do we know where the Brothers Grimm went?
They're on the ship. Probably.
They're down in the weapons rooms.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
We
Oh,
did say we were
that
going
might
to try
explain
and
why
find them
we
and bring them with us.
did. That might explain why we almost got hit a few times. Were they firing?
Albina's already given them all a talking to. That actually has already happened.
I'm sure Lou will be happy that they're with
Someone
us.
shot her with the volcano cannon. Like, exactly her. Like,
Uh.
Gwen, technically, but still.
All right, I'll let Damon hang out. They're insufferable together.
Why?
You've met the pair of them, right?
They just end up egging each other on. It's a whole thing. They're so competitive.
Which one's doing? I'm guessing Sarah who's
Both.
talking the most.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Millie doing all the talking.
Mm.
Philip is quite shy. He doesn't actually talk unless like directly put on the spot.
Philip's
Millie,
there for technical stuff.
you go.
Damien's here because, of course, he is, and Millie's the one with common sense.
Cormir walks up to
Very
Millie
nice.
and basically encourages her to make sure that Damien knows to keep certain people away from them without actually alerting them. Obviously, keep them away from the Fire Princess if the Fire
She's not
Princess.
staying on there, you know, right?
I know, but when they're there.
Millie reaches over and takes your shoulders and stares you dead in the eyes. No, this is your mess. I ain't fucking doing anything.
Oh, thank you for making my job even more complicated.
Look, I
Same,
think now
same.
they're both here. It's
Same.
fine.
I pray for the day that I can introduce them to each other, but it doesn't look like it's going to be anytime soon.
Mm-mm.
Well, either way, send them both away and gather the rest of your party. Philip has something to tell you.
Okay.
So at least deal with the next problem first.
So you're wanting... Who do you want all here, and who do you not want here?
Not the fire.
Damien,
Princess.
take Ace for a tour, something. Convince them we don't work for the Primordials. Still not believing that. Okay, maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I'm still on the fence.
To be honest, this has actually been quite convincing that we don't work for the Primordials. This exactly. So...
Dude, you've got to come see. Have you ever done lava sliding before?
Oh, God.
Go on, Damien. All right, I've got to show you this.
Okay. Who am I sending Stoning to come back and...
I can just go and find them. They're kind of gone far.
Whoever you think will need to know about the incoming Iron Giants.
This is your fault, Zomir. This one's on you.
It would
Yeah,
seem
reprieve.
Iron Corps is finished with their little skirmish with Banshee's Grove and is sending a platoon directly at us. They've been on our tail for the last couple days. We only picked them up recently. They'll be here in a week.
Hell yeah, that's why she
Oh,
said that we
God.
to wait a couple days.
I wonder if I can convince them not to attack us, along with the Fire Princess being on here. Or is she going to turn to their side?
You want her to their side because she doesn't want to go back.
Yeah, she'll probably want to hide.
Yeah.
Right. Just get them all here. I need everyone's thoughts and opinions here. My head will explode if I keep on doing this by myself.
This one's on you. This one has
Yep.
nothing to do with the rest of us. This
I'm
is
here for
entirely-
moral support.
Point's like, been there, done that.
Yeah, but Point is here like, this is what it feels like to be on the other end of this.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is a bad idea to do
It
stuff like
sucks.
this. Yeah.
It is a bad idea to do stuff.
Okay. Is everyone here?
No,
Did
I'm
something
not.
about Iron Giants?
Explain.
The lampshades.
Yes. Well, obviously, we've told you previously that we've gotten word that the Fire Giants of Iron Core have developed a new suit of armor technology that allows them to use their natural abilities with the armor.
Excuse me for a second.
I literally just staring at Zomir.
Side-eye,
Alvin
side-eye.
No, Alvin is not even side-eye. Alvin is blatantly turned, tapping her foot to Zomir, just expectantly staring.
He's went out the room and starts just screaming into the void, and then walks
So,
back in.
Just as a heads up to everybody, Zomir, how do the suits work?
Is there
They
an
are a
off button?
combination of Emberlock alloy.
And
We don't know what that is.
he made
It is a combination of what is it?
ice. It was the silicon.
Ice.
It was the primordial ice stuff and the primordial and the iron.
Fire.
What was it called? The iron metal that the giants were using and the ice.
Ember steel, was it?
No, it was iron. I've got. Wait a minute.
The
I've got
metal's called Emberlock alloy.
No, but which is it made of?
Made from
Hey, look, there's a wiki entry for it.
Obsidian iron.
That's so good.
It's obsidian iron, and whatever
Iron glass.
And glass.
It is a combination of iron glass and obsidian iron created through the use of primal flame. When attuned, Emberlock ally allows a creature to manipulate its shape.
Explains that to them.
Yeah. I see. Why do you know this?
He made
I
it.
helped them create it.
You see Millie just like walk out the room.
Billy's gonna leave. So yeah, this is what she.
What the?
She has the same moment.
Yep.
You hear like several things banging against other things.
So for
Something
reference,
metal just got kicked.
So for reference, just so you all
Wait.
know, this was entirely on him. None of the
Yeah,
rest
he
of
was
us had
there.
Oh yeah,
anything
we
to
weren't
do
there at the time.
No, we were. We
I
weren't
can't
doing
tell.
this. We were
Excuse
doing different stuff when Zormi was doing that. This is entirely Zormi's fault.
Hey. Be grateful I
Just
did
throwing
do.
something under the bus there.
No, because it is his fault. We all said it was a bad idea. Even Alvina said it was a bad idea.
Be grateful I did do that, or they would have killed you.
What a twist in the normalcy here.
Look, this is the one time we get to do this. Alvin is digging it for all it's got.
This is why the armor's called Zormir's Folly.
Yeah.
If I hadn't convinced them not to kill you for the exchange of skills and that, because they knew you were there.
No,
They just
One
kill us with the
tricking
armor
them.
now.
correction. The boss of the Forge knew we were there. And he was pretty much going like, okay, you've got a good deal going on. We convinced it otherwise.
I mean,
You were just in inventing mode.
he challenged my skills.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
don't put
you've
us
got-
in this.
Right.
Yeah, you've got. I've locked myself in
Well,
the lab until I fall asleep. Kind of.
Well, I
moment.
don't think you'll be able to find a way to overcome it. To any weakness in Emberlock ally. You're definitely not a good enough an artificer to do that.
Oh, ow.
Wow.
Even Alvina takes a step back.
What baiting there?
Can I just cast healing word for that burn?
Yeah. Need some water,
What
Jasper? Need some
did
ice?
you say?
Said, if you were a better artificer, you'd be able to find a weakness, but clearly that's not a thing you can do.
The weakness is flame. It controls how it shifts. Did you not listen to the explanation on how it is made and moved?
Yes. But you're not able to think of any ways for us to defeat that, are you?
Pointing straight at Alvina. That bloody one controls fire, and then points down to fuck you, and so does that one.
Okay, that's 2 against an
I believe in
armada.
him.
What
Pointing
did I
at
do?
Blue.
What
I mean,
about
that
me?
sounds good odds to us, right?
That's 2 against an armada.
Don't you
What
have-
do we do for everyone else?
Don't you have fire? We're in a bloody ship with fire.
Couple?
So fire turns it off?
No, fire makes it shift and move and alters its structure. It's how
Wait,
it was forged, how it was made, how it is controlled.
Well, you said it needed to be attuned to it, and it's not.
If you apply enough heat, it's like the doors. If you apply enough heat,
Oh.
it dissipates. That's how they move it and shift it, and are able to move.
So what?
Otherwise,
you're
it'd
telling
be.
me-
Otherwise, I'm sure it would be just a rigid suit of metal that couldn't move.
So what you're telling me is, in theory, we could shoot it once with the cannon, and they'd fall out of the sky.
Possibly.
Or if we make them really cold, they become
what happens?
solid.
Possibly. I mean, it is a combination of fire and ice. Putting the extreme of either end will probably cause it to have an extreme reaction. Or doing both simultaneously might even cause it even worse reaction.
Wouldn't that just make it normal temperature?
I'm meaning shifting
Temperance.
between the two.
It's like we just make it the same temperature. We don't change anything.
Make it
I'm meaning
comfortable.
Make it come.
I'm meaning shifting from one extreme to the other. It could damage it or crack it but I mean it is.
Oh, I'm gonna roll intelligence. Go see if Alvina can remember this. Because we were watching the demonstration of how the armor worked. Nope, she don't remember.
There's a surprise.
Look, it's not even. Here's the bit though. It's not even the -2 that's doing it. It's just rolling narratively
Yeah.
appropriate.
I mean, I've noticed Beyond rolling a lot of 6s tonight.
That's not even beyond.
Oh, yeah,
This
you're
is,
not
this
even
is straight
Beyond
up roll
rolling.
20.
Really?
I roll and roll 20.
Use the intelligence check there to see if you remembered what happened
I
or
would have thought it
or
was
history.
history.
Alvina doesn't remember.
Here's the
Anyone
four.
else
They
can?
know nothing.
Yeah,
Oh,
anyone else
cool.
can roll.
I got 1.
No.
Wow,
You
you
just
made
straight
this thing.
intelligence.
You made the thing and don't remember what the test run
He's
was.
got a lot on his mind.
Dirty
No.
20.
That's actually a 19 for me. I rolled a save instead of a check.
Point, unfortunately, wasn't watching the test.
Yeah. See if I remember what you told me.
Yeah. What happened
Zarmir's
was,
frustrated.
There was basically a thing when they were testing the armor out that it kept shifting, like backing on itself. I think if they were putting too much power into it, it would revert. It had like a safety foot that I remember was built into it.
90.
That's what my player remembers, and Alvin would definitely have told a lot of
Zarmir's just raging.
you. Yeah, Alvin's obviously pissed.
Ah!
Yes. The point regrets doing the goading now.
It was a bit harsh.
Okay, so we need fire and ice weapons to deal with them.
But they won't work on the giants. Well, ice.
Yeah. Then we don't have
Fire.
super suited giants. We just have giants.
It's true, it's true. There's one other piece of information you should probably know.
Oh yes.
Well, the previous leader of Iron Core,
Mm-hmm.
Previous.
yes, they appear to have been replaced.
Ah.
Crap! What the-
Yeah, that helps.
Who with?
From what we can tell, their older brother.
We at least had somewhat of a deal with that other one.
The younger one. Yeah, we actually knew him. He was alright.
We're trying to work out.
Any new info on the older brother?
Uh,
Anything about him?
Are they? Is the
What
younger
we-
brother still alive?
Of course.
Oh, yeah, they're second in charge.
Yeah, they're not gonna kill him. My cat's fine.
So we at least still have.
And what's the? Do we have any
Away
more
from-
info on the older brother? Like, what's he like?
I believe what we have gleaned is that he is a military tactical genius.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Great. So they're not going to be amicable to the deals and
God, depends what you're offering.
way we were
haven't
trying to
got
work with the
anything
younger
to
brother.
offer. We haven't got anything that we can give up.
So
I don't know, maybe Zombie can make them another suit.
don't think their older
Yeah, 'cause
brother's
that
going to
worked so
care
well
about
last
what I
time.
did.
No, they might take you alive.
But we have a week that's gonna feel like 2 weeks to plan what we're going to do as they get closer. Whether you want to go out in your ship to meet them head on, and then we can fall back here if things don't go well, or could come back to resupply if you're victorious, or if you want to stay here and we'll tackle them on the Firestar.
Depends on how big a fleet we're talking here. Do we have any idea what is actually coming at us?
How many?
Yes, rough numbers had it at 24.
Okay.
Ships, giants.
Just giants. They appear to be coming at us in just their mech suits.
Okay.
Although this far out, we weren't actually. It's why we're quite surprised because they shouldn't be. We're a couple weeks away from Salvos at this point, so I must imagine they have some form of home base closer. We just haven't found it. They must have a ship somewhere.
Yeah, they must have a forward base because it's got to have run on something, right? The suits. So.
Well, the
Have you
giants
seen
also.
any moons where you never saw one before?
Also,
Not
the
in
giants.
the immediate vicinity.
Do giants rest? Giants eat. Do
They eat
what
people.
is-
Yes,
Yeah,
they eat
people.
us.
I know they do that,
But they've
but
got
they need
they,
to
they need
eat.
rest, right?
Also, just large like mammals too. Like they do still eat meat.
Isn't it they can eat?
So-
They don't need to, isn't it? Though.
Hard to tell. They really enjoy eating.
Yeah, true. I was
So,
assuming it was the same as like dragons. Like they can still eat, but they don't have to necessarily as much to survive, or they can survive a long time without it.
But you'll have some time to kind of plan that. All you know is that there are 24 mech, or maybe
Fire
not
giant.
mech, but armored fire giants flying through the astral sea towards you. It doesn't make sense that they managed to come weeks out into the astral sea. They do need to like stop and resupply and stuff.
Yeah.
There must be some form. For the sake of it, I'm going to say they won't die without eat, but they'll get incredibly weakened without food.
Okay.
So they still need food, so they must have a base of operations that you just haven't been able to find. Or this can't be easily seen in the astral sea. So either it's like far enough back, or it's been disguising itself somehow, or maybe just like you're overlooking. You're overlooking like that. There are meteors that just dot
It
the
isn't-
horizon.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not the moon, is it?
I
Not the
think
fire moon.
the entire moon? No, it's quite a ways away.
No,
Okay, fine.
no,
I
it's
don't think they can
still
move
there.
the country.
Even the princess's ship was one of the biggest, was a big ship comparatively to a lot of the smaller asteroids. Like there's a whole ecosystem on this thing.
Yeah.
And it's not quite as big as the moon.
It's
It's
gonna
more
be-
like a city size. Theirs would be like small village town sized normally.
Yeah, it'd be like a big asteroid probably that's being powered. Instead of asking just to go through, it'll probably do that.
One of the strengths of their ships is they're really good at blending in.
Because it's just they hollow out the middle.
Yeah. But that is where we're going to end for now. You seem to have successfully negotiated with the princess. Even I wasn't quite aware of how that roleplay was going to go, but apparently I really established the princess's personality there.
Yep.
She is
Yep.
Barbie. She is Fire Barbie.
She is Fire Barbie, apparently. I hope you all had fun.
It was great.
Yep.
It'll be a bit more of a tactical arc next. Let's see if I can really put you through your paces here. I gotta use some war strategies.
I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun.
You know, I'm not
Oh,
just
God.
gonna have the giants come straight at you.
I
Gonna be
also have a-
interesting.
And we are
Have a-
not gonna be here next week, so we've got
Yeah.
plenty of time. Or you
Got an
guys
idea
might
of
if you do
something
a,
that might-
if you do a little one shot or something.
I've
We
got an
are-
idea of something that might work on them.
What? We are
Okay.
going to be taking another short break because a few of us are away on next Friday again.
Mm-hmm.
So potentially tune in something next week. Who knows? I also won't be here. So, we'll see. I look forward to finding out if anything does run. But with that, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. This has been Return to the Firestar. We have returned to the Firestar, and now we have an elemental incursion event.
Hell
Yay.
In this case, a giant incursion.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the point didn't cause.
Yeah, this time it wasn't my
Yeah,
fault.
this time was Zorm's fault.
I'm on Zormir. Oh, it's so unique.
Yeah, it's my way of milking it for everything it's got.
Oh my
But
God,
yes,
that's
thank you all for
so
watching,
bad.
good night.
See ya!
Bye.
Bye.